Avengers playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Hey guys, we are live. What is going on? Thank you everyone that's been patiently waiting for this to start. I greatly appreciate all of you. We have a fun episode planned today. We have a guest on hand, Jeff from DCT Industries.
Hey, Ant, don't forget to record before you go too far.
There we go. That's why I have a team.
Yeah, there we go.
There you guys go. Thank you so
helping.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this over here like that. And I'm just setting up my computers for myself, for all of you. So how's everyone's week been? I know the chat has been a little active. What's up, Black Rock Joe? Warner family. Oh, that's probably just Mark and Tony. What's up, Black Rock Joe? Thank you so much for being in the stream. Being here to check this episode out. As everyone else is tuning in, as we start having people join in, or if you're watching this on the replay, we do have a guest with us today, Jeff from DCT Industries. He is our sponsor for the campaign with his new game, Kaimon. It's going to be coming out. And it's a monster hunting, collecting meets Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of Bakugan style gaming, meeting Warhammer tabletop. Super fun. We saw that there was some new minis or some new creatures that you had dropped.
Yep. I'll be releasing more probably every week. The first set is going to have 18 figures with it. So 3 for each of the main species. I also wanted to let you guys know, for being your sponsor and for letting me on tonight, I'm going to be giving all of you the first set of Kaimon for free.
Whoa!
Also,
that
Awesome.
rules.
Thank you.
Also, as an incentive for people to listen live, I'm going to be doing a surprise giveaway. Whoever messages DCT Industries on Facebook and follows the podcasters will also get the first set of Kaimon for free.
Hey guys. Well, listen, Black Rock Joe, I see that you are in here, so please do make sure you mention Kaimon out tonight and give him a shout out on Facebook, as well as try and get some friends also here. Right now, we only got the 4 viewers in the chat. No worries. Actually, let me jump over to the multi-stream and see who we got on Facebook, because I'm only watching the Twitch side.
Multi-stream.
But guys, if you're tuning in, joining in, please make sure you do share and get your friends in and watching. Tonight is going to be a fun, bit chaotic session. But Jeff, we've been very excited for Kaimon. It's going to be super cool. I love seeing the designing of the different Kaimon as they drop, as well as hearing the schematics and the stats about them. It's always very interesting. And just real quick, just for I don't know, maybe kind of touch on it right now. You recently dropped a dragon that comes through portals.
Yes.
You don't mind just kind of do a little share, and where did this inspiration for this character spawn from?
So actually, Dragon Quest Monsters back in the day had this like special giveaway where you had to enter a contest and win. And one of the monsters was like this like cosmic dragon thing, kind of looked like the dragon from like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
Shenron or whatever. And I remember I wanted that so bad as a kid, but like I said, you had to win this contest and then you had to send in your copy of like Dragon Quest Monsters. And since that wasn't able to happen, I never got it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make something so that everybody can have that type of monster, you know?
That's Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I think it's a great idea to kind of incorporate inspiration and wants from childhood and, kind of what the games that inspired creations such as this game Kaimon, that you're bringing it forth and pulling it into your own games and setting and letting it loose and allowing your players to have a crack at this type of monster. So that's just really cool.
Absolutely. That's like what like the main thing of Kaimon is I want it to be accessible to everyone, as far as like easy enough for people to play, cheap enough for people to play, and just kind of like have a little bit of something for everybody.
I like that. Well, I definitely can't wait for when it is going to be dropping and everyone will be able to partake in the fun and enjoy the game as well. It definitely has a fun, reminiscent anime look and feel from at least the visuals and pictures. And I think that's something that the tabletop games are missing. You look at D&D, it all looks aggressive and sure, it can be fun and zany when you have the T-Rex and the dragon and Bigby's hand floating around on the battle map, but it's all meant to be taken extremely serious. Or even like I've seen, I'm sure you guys know this firsthand from playing Warhammer, that your battle maps are fairly aggressive looking.
Right.
But Kaimon has this fun zaniness almost appeal. And I think that is a great hook.
Even like you were saying, like the battle map, like Warhammer is a 6 foot by 4 foot table usually,
Mhm.
and not many people have access to that to play. Whereas Kaimon takes place on a 2 foot by 2 foot playing surface, so it's a little bit easier for people to play it on just their kitchen table.
Mhm. Well, definitely. I mean, it feels like this could be very well the next family game night of how to break your kids into a tabletop setting, a tabletop game field.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And hey, thanks for always promoting it too. I appreciate it. You guys do a good job, so thank you.
Hey, of course, we always like to help out friends of the stream and push our local businesses. But that all being said, let's jump into tonight's session. Guys, last week, real quick, someone on Twitch. Can you guys hear me good? So, someone that's listening on Twitch, Danny,
Well, let me switch over because I was on the Facebook one.
or
hold on.
hearing me come through. How's the volume? Is it sounding nice?
Tell you in a second. Yeah, you're sounding good. Looks
All
like
right,
it's
cool.
matching up.
All right, nice.
I love how like professional we are. We're just checking our
check it on screen,
technicalities
check it
and
on
everything.
screen, guys.
All live. You know, it's all
Hey.
good. That's what makes us great.
It's what makes it authentic. I say, and I feel like if you were to look at what people think D&D is going to be like, or when you look at the Critical Role or the professionals that have been playing it for years and years, it's going to look, especially when you have friends that can produce it to that extent, that's going to look nice and ran functionally. But this is authentic D&D. I feel for the people who are like, let's play D&D. Who's going to DM? Anthony, you? All right, okay.
We're like the Bill O'Reilly. F it, we'll just do it live.
But
Do it.
all right. So guys, we left off last week with Howard waking up from a paralyzed slumberish state, only to investigate a carriage in a large cavernous space that he had found himself in. The party also they're resting, and upon investigating a this carriage chariot structure, he was attacked by a yellow slimy jelly of sort of ooze, ranging 5 feet tall, that was coming after him. The party, waking up to help, vanquished the slime. Everyone coming to terms and taking a rest to try and regain their strength. Finally, were awoken mid-watch by Azoth. Is it yours? Yeah, it's during Azoth watch. As a red mist comes floating in, flying through into the cavern where the party is resting. With some quick thinking and precise light bending tricks with the mirrors that have been placed along the walls, Azoth vanquished and supposedly has freed the party from this bloody mist that had followed them through the desert. Shining it down the tunnel that they had crawled through the previous night, they finally sit awake for their morning as daylight breaks into the large, vast cavern that still at this point is dark at the at the deep end of it. Light doesn't shine in. It is still dark down there, but the massive part of this cavern is open, and it is now starting to be morning breaking through. You've all slowly just come to, taking in the events of fighting whatever that mist was, looking out to the edge of this cavern that just drops off. Now it being daylight, you could see maybe 400 foot drop. About 200 feet up above you, you did see that there appears to be a break, and there's a ledge. There's pythons that you had seen on the edge of the cave going down, and one or two going up. What are you all doing?
I wanted to go try to cast mending on that chariot that we found and see if we can get that pulled out and working.
All right, going over, begin to cast mending. Make a perception check as you go walking off.
While he's doing that too, I wanted to inspect it for like any kind of like runic symbols or any kind of like wording in there that might activate it as a magical item.
16 on perception, by the way.
Okay. Going over to the chariot with the perception, you see that the T bar that comes off from the front of it that would be attached to a mount comes up, and there are these kind of metal plates that would be used to kind of buckle them in, and where straps would hold from. And you see that there's little fragments of leather, but they look molded away and kind of rotted from, or like dry, like the dry rotness to it. And there's just inches of it, just faint residue of leather that you can see. Oh, this must be strapping that would come out to hold and secure it around the waist of the animal. Looking around on the now being more, not as being dimmer over here, or not dim, be a little brighter over here. You do see now the designs on the wheels have this vine kind of carved, almost like these filigree of vines and leaves, kind of like an elvish, innately elvish design flourish. Up on the doors, it is a clean, it is a scraped wood, sigils of almost like a symbol of a crest that has been kind of raked and torn through, and the bits of the wood are broken off of it. You see inside of it, it is enough to be standard of 3 people that probably could fit comfortably standing. Standard sized individuals. Probably human. Anything larger than human is starting to push it on the race in there. The wheels, things are about as big as you standing. And there is 2 wheels on each side, and then there are those doored flaps that now you can see appear to be wooden wing-like structures of just kind of like almost like plain wings where they just kind of are stationary, just like solid straight pieces, but one of them is cracked.
Okay. Well, I think that's where I can direct the magic if all the pieces are still there. I'll try and
Okay.
line that up and cast that spell.
So you begin to cast mending. All right, Danny, did you want? I'll let you go with an investigation or Arcana. Your check, your
Ooh,
your choice.
I will take Arcana. 11.
All right. There is an arcane presence that remanated from this. You're more or less, as you start to pull out your book and start to flip through, looking for notes on anything that you may have jotted down that could resemble this. Unfortunately, nothing in your writings had pulled exactly of this type of a design, but there is a faint dusting that as you opened up the book you could see like that kind of almost like the tomb is like if you open up a something dusty or like open up an old book in a stagnant air as it sits and you can just kind of see the dust collect on something. As the dust kind of collects you can see it brush off almost a barrier that looks to be a magical presence of a barrier that was powered up long ago. This was once magical but not anymore. It's just the dusting, the way the dust kind of collects on the item, you see that it's faintly raised above the item, and it's like, oh, something was here once, and it's not that much magical anymore.
Cool. I'll turn to the group. So this actually might be our ticket out of here if we can find a way to activate it. Looks like it was once magical.
I think Finks can fix it. And I'll kind of point out the wheels that Anthony described and say, this is clearly goblin make. I can tell by the well-crafted wheels. Only the finest.
I believe you.
Make a deception check. Just for fun.
But he believes me. I
He can
rolled
believe
a
you.
17.
Huh? Surprisingly, you didn't realize Sphinx was this good of an architect. He knows this.
I rolled a 16 on insight just to see. Yeah, I believe him.
Yeah, you believe him. Oh, he actually knows his design work and his carpentry. Not architect, carpentry. He knows his work.
Oh, it's actually really good.
Yeah. All right, you cast mending, and as you begin to pull out one of your talismans around your neck and trying to kind of wave over the wing, it's almost like a small like flashlight shines over it. And as you do, you see a little spectral goblin start kind of crawling up over the wings and start hammering it together. And there's one little goblin underneath it that's holding it up and pushing it up and trying to just fix it. As you see, the broken wood starts to your little goblin troop has mended the broken wing, touched up, polished part of one of the seating areas, pats it, looks at you, gives you a thumbs up, looks for approval.
All right, I'll slap it on the chariot. Well done.
Puffing a little.
Doesn't fall apart, right?
Nah. This with your strength, no.
Okay. All right, now something to pull it.
It's got wings.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's activated. Like we could try to push it off the side, but I think it just might fall and crash. Maybe if I power it up using an Eldritch Blast.
I don't know about magic, but that didn't sound right.
No, I'm just totally fucking with you guys. Yeah, we need to find a way to get this thing going so we can get out of here.
All right. as you're talking, I need real quick. So Remus, Finks, and Howard over here. Where's Azoth? Is he
Sure.
chilling with everyone too, watching?
I'm just watching and nodding along. I have a feeling I know where this is gonna go, but I'm just gonna bide my time for now.
Okay. I need you all to roll perception checks.
17.
14.
24.
Brick.
Yeah.
I know nothing of magic cards.
Hold on. Let's make sure everything's okay with Amber. I just heard a door. I heard a door slam, and I just want to make sure everything's okay.
Roll initiative.
No.
I do not get a 1.
Okay. Azoth and Howard, you hear the sound of rustling of packs of gear and the of almost like a body kind of coming down down a rope, kind of the like someone sliding down a rope, and you hear packs of gear as a body is descending from the mouth of the top of the cave.
Can you make that noise again? Okay, I thought that was like a train whistle.
Yeah.
I
No.
thought so too.
Goblin trains coming. Hoot hoot.
No, that's a. I'm bad with voices. I wake too. And there's like you can hear the sound of kind of padded gear of someone adventuring. As Morgor, you are using the carabiners that you found at the top of the lip, and you see a cave entrance about 100 feet down. As you've already proceeded about 100 feet off of this cliff, as you're just kind of rappelling yourself down.
Okay, do I see them all at the bottom?
Make a perception check. Because they're all roughly about 100 or they're all about 150 feet into the cave.
Natural 1.
Frick. Yes.
Nah, man.
That's a frick.
Nah.
Getting off to a good start here.
Yeah.
Get out of the way now.
At least it wasn't your
Yeah.
climbing check.
That's true.
That was a short-lived guest episode.
Just misses. So no, you're zipping down, and you're being very careful as you're noticing that these not the carabiners, these pitons are not the newest and not the most secured, and you're sort of heavy. As you being a larger larger individual.
I'm
You all hear the
350
sound
pounds.
of yeah. As you're be very careful on this rope, not to snap it. What are you all doing? Azoth, Howard, you hear a body descending, coming from the top of beyond the cave.
Hey guys, look out. I think there's some more monsters or creatures coming our way.
Can I make a hide check?
Bonus action, hide in the barrel.
Yep.
I need 2 stealth checks.
24.
Finks is gone. What are you trying to hide behind a stone?
I'll
in
go.
the
I'll
cave,
jump in the
or
chariot.
25.
Hiding though.
Finks and Remus are both tucked in next to each other, within the chariot, just laying on the sides. Unbeknownst to anyone else.
I'm just gonna stand and look.
All right.
I'm going to Mask of Many Faces and change my appearance to look like a very long barrel with a yellow coat
Amazing.
off to the side.
Okay. All right. Azoth, you see. Actually, make survival check, Morgor.
Is that sorry, I'm new to 5th edition, guys. So
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
So on D&D Beyond,
yeah.
you'll roll the D20, and then it'll just be it'll be on the main page.
Is it one of the skills?
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of the
Wow.
skills.
Yeah.
Click on the
Okay.
plus or the minus, and you'll
Okay.
it'll roll a 20 for you.
So 16.
Okay. So as you don't see any individuals, as you rappel down, there's a moment where, as you do a final leap and push, there's no contact. As you swing into the cave, letting go, you drop, come falling down a following 20 feet. Boom, superhero landing, firm squat. You stand up, and as you see a wood elf in front of you, dressed in, what are you dressed in? Are you wearing the normal robes or
Yeah.
armor? What are you wearing?
Yeah, it's kind of think like a monk almost, with just the cloth just kind of loosely draped all over, very like minimalistic, you know.
Do I see a bunch of barrels?
You see a single barrel off to your right, very just stretched tall, skinny. There's a yellow cloak draped over it. Looks odd.
I take out my great axe, and
What are they looking at?
I'm looking at the barrel.
Ah,
Morgor hate barrels.
so what's Howard watching? What are you looking like? What are you doing?
So Howard sees a
Descri-
6'6" red dragonborn, 350 pounds, pull out a great axe with dragon teeth along the blade. He sees a 5-headed dragon tattoo on its chest. He revs up his great axe like a chainsaw, and he charges the barrel.
Oh shit.
All right, you come running up to the barrel.
Yep.
Make the attack roll. Howard, do you?
I am
You
going
would-
to try to jump out of the way and then Eldritch Blast him now that he's trying to attack me.
Okay, so as you go running, I'll say make a both of you roll initiative.
Okay. Natural 20.
Oh shit! I rolled a 19. Nice.
Morgor, make an
Go for it,
attack
man.
roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh boy. 25.
Yep, that hits.
Okay,
Okay.
that hits. Roll. I mean, roll
Yeah,
damage.
roll damage, dude. You're
Yeah.
good. Don't worry about killing me. You're good.
16.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Howard, as you see this red dragonborn pull out a battle axe, and as he revs it, you see the teeth start to go, start to move sideways as, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, this maybe wasn't the best idea. As you begin to lean over to pull off an Eldritch Blast, he rushes you and cleaves into your side, pulling through. Wish to attack still, or I don't know,
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, you'll see the disguise drop, obviously, because my barrel doesn't work anymore. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast him since he's right there.
All right, make attack roll.
That is a 17.
Yep.
Q. That's an 8. Ooh, 5 points of damage.
Okay.
We don't like to attack all guests that come on the show. Sometimes it just happens.
Mhm.
Morgor, you see this barrel instantly. The moment your axe begins to cleave into it, it disappears, and you're now cutting into a yellow cloaked human that is leaning off to the side. And as he leans over, his hand kind of glows with this yellow energy as it shoots off a blast into your chest. You definitely take the damage, but as you do, you see your tattoo just, and it kind of just takes and eats it.
Now that I realize he's not a barrel, I want to put my axe away.
Axe away.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry I'm gonna pop myself some 10 berries, and I'll give Howard a handful of them. I'll give him like 5 berries. And did Morgor take damage during that, or no? Or did the tattoo absorb the damage?
Oh no, Morgor took tattoo.
Okay.
Took the damage. Tattoo is just flavorful.
Then I'll give him the other 5 as well. Just kind of toss them to him and then go sit back down.
All right.
Morgor hates berries.
Did you say hates or eats?
Hates berries.
Oh, okay.
Well, then give them here, and I'll try to take them from you.
I give them to you willingly.
Remus turns to Finks and he's like, "This guy sounds like he hates everything."
Oh, me too, but I don't talk about it.
Here, use crack big back. See if he can see what's going on.
All right, yeah, I'll use them like a periscope and just like stick it on the top of the chariot and just
Make
see what I can see.
a charisma check.
I'm bad at these. 3. That's enough.
As you lift Crack and begin to kind of ask him of a favor to kind of look around, you hear a, "Thanks, I'm disturbed. My armor, it was here. I can't think of anything else."
Well, we can't go back for it. You're gonna have to figure this out and put them back away.
What did he? Can I hear crack, or can you only hear crack?
I don't
Big
know.
Mac?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that was good. What's the modifier? I got a 20.
There's a slight mumble from Crack.
What do you say?
Finks hears it
Or
clearly.
Sphinx a ventriloquist. Who knows?
True.
I'm gonna get that feat.
So, what are you guys doing?
Look at here, man. What's the meaning of this?
Morgor, ask the question here.
Well, I mean, you did come into our party camp over here.
There's make it.
Your camps suck.
Well, that's besides the point. You suck.
Morgor do not suck. Morgor hates suck.
Seems like you hate everything.
No, Morgor like Tiamat.
Tiamat. Name sounds familiar. I don't know who that is.
The one true goddess, Tiamat.
I feel like I've been down this path before. There's only one true king. He's not blood. He's not a genie. He's not a dragon. He's yellow.
The king in yellow is weak.
Yeah, well. They could say that about your dragon. I mean, we killed him in a painting, so that I remember.
I'm gonna pop out at this point and say, "Didn't that painting hurt him?"
It did actually. So your god is hurt by paintings.
No, the painting hurt our friend. I don't know.
It
I
hurt
pop
you?
back. I pack down.
Morgor, have question. What is painting?
Okay, so I'm gonna turn over to Azoth.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll take out my my stick or my staff and I'll start drawing on the ground and I'll make a picture. That's basically a painting, man. It's a picture made with berry juice.
You've become an art teacher in D&D as well.
I didn't want to say
We
it.
went full circle.
Yep. Yep. I'll like point to his tattoo. I'm like, that's a painting. Like, I'll take some of the I'll take a couple of the berries out of Howard's hand. I'll squish them and I'll draw some more runic drawings on like my face or something. I'll say like painting.
Morgor like painting.
There's one thing else that you like. Listen, do you like to get us out of here, perhaps?
Morgor come for book. Where's book?
Howard, you're the librarian. Where's the book?
Which book exactly? There's several.
Book old dead elf guy have.
Old dead elf guy.
Was that the? I don't know where the sewer king ran away to. I pop up again, but isn't that the tome he was talking about? Or I don't know if he ran away with it or you took it and I just vanished after that.
Are you talking about Zoolander?
I now begrudgingly pop up again. No, the guy we were following that crawled away, the muttering guy you talked to.
Where
Oh
he passed
yeah.
out?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to go back through the tunnel that way, as I'm like pointing in the direction past Morgor. So we'd have to crawl if you're okay with that, but I mean, it's probably faster just to climb back up because he was supposed to meet me up at the surface before I got bit by a spider.
Morgor, make a wisdom check.
What's that?
Roll the d20.
Oh, geez. No, I mean, what's
Oh.
wisdom?
Oh, well, I mean,
Wow, I actually rolled good with a negative modifier. 17.
okay.
Nice.
There's a moment as you're looking for a book, these look like, especially this individual in front of you, this looks like the book type of person. He may have a book on him. Who knows? But as you start to look around this cavern and look at the little chute tunnel that they point to, that's obviously too small for Morgor. He's too big, too strong for a confined space like that. You hear the distinct of a dragon's call from deep within the cave, almost drawing you in the direction forward, deeper in.
Can I redirect one of those mirrors and see if it can point down the tunnel or down the cave?
Say Morgor's the only one that hears it, but yeah, make a wisdom check. No.
11.
11. Go over to one of the panels that you see that's angling it into the chute, and you grab another mirror and just pull it next to the one and start to bend it and bounce off the light as one shoots down deeper in the tunnel. It goes far. It goes fairly far, lighting up the area of where the chariot is now in more of a, we'll say, a standard daylight.
Okay.
But not far enough to the deeper parts of the cave as it pinches to a close. But you can now see further down that way. All right. Morgor, I'll say you hear the call of a pull deeper on in the cave. A sense of a direction kind of internally guiding you from the calling on your chest.
I look down at my tattoo and say, Morgor, I understand. And I follow it into the cave.
You guys, you see Morgor just look up and begin proceeding further deeper into the cave. He soon passes by this chariot to your right that has two wings, wooden wings, coming off to the side of it. Make a perception check. Just for shits and giggles.
Me?
Yep. Be a skill check again.
Okay, skill check of perception. Let's see here.
-1
15.
you got. All right.
Yeah, -1.
Not bad. As you walk over, you think you see two figures sitting in the chariot. You can't really make them out. The one looks to be larger, and one of them appears to be smaller. You walk past and begin walking deeper into the cave, 200 feet in. What is everyone else doing? As Morgor just walks past you all.
Something
Said-
about a book, Finks.
He said a dead elf. Maybe this is his chariot.
But I mean,
It's
he
clear-
did leave a rope for us to climb back up. Yes. No.
Oh, it could go up.
Maybe the book knows how to work the chariot.
Ooh, possibly. I could read it.
You could read it. Sounds like an important book if this guy's coming for it.
Maybe we can just use him to get the book so that I can read it and then we can get out of here.
Oh,
I like it.
you guys, I don't need books. You guys can do whatever you want with the books.
We can make a painting of the book and give him the painting. He likes
There you go.
paintings.
It's like
We'll tear out the
paintings.
last sheet. It's usually nothing important on that. That works. Okay. I mean, it'll look like how
Morgor-
far down the cave has he gone?
Morgor, you stop at the 250 feet and just kind of look around, and you see this party of. Are you all gathered up together now at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You turn
Oh,
around, you
we're on
see
the
this
trip.
mixed. You see this mixed part. You see these four individuals kind of conversing behind you, staring at you, looking back at themselves, talking, staring back at you.
I yell to them, "You coming with Morgor, or you stand there like lady?"
Where did you come from?
Up there.
How
Yeah, where
how
are we?
long did it take you to get here from outside?
Morgor have no concept of time. Morgor did not know.
I've been underground so long I don't know either anymore. Okay,
You could just be dreaming, Remus.
I am. This guy shows up with a chainsaw axe and this isn't a dream. God. He hates barrels. Who hates? No, he hates barrels. I'll walk towards him, I guess.
Let's go, guys.
He knows
Come
how
on.
we got down here.
Morgor, you see this purple tiefling walking up to you. This little green, no, not green, gray-skinned goblin. The purple mushroom looking hat. There's the yellow cloaked individual as well as the robed half elf. Begin turning at you. The purple tiefling begins walking up to you, following. The rest of the party follows in suit.
Yeah. Begrudgingly, yeah. Like I'll be the last one following, but I would go.
So close to leaving.
Yeah.
Chaotic player tried to split the party when the guest shows up. Man.
What they do.
Oh well. All right. So you guys begin journeying on into this cavern. Morgor, you know that you are supposed to arrive at a large door that will allow you into a grand hall chamber. You have been shown visions of a grandiose chamber, almost like a king would sit in, with the rug lining up to it, with the raised staired setting. And you know that there's a hidden passage beyond this. And that's all you're aware of. So you're looking for large doors, probably in your dreams. Make a wisdom check again as you're trying to recall your dreams and peer in upon your internal preparation as you
14.
traversed. Okay. You know you're going to be looking for 15 foot high doors. It's going to be about probably 2 body widths in length, in width. And it'll split down the center. You keep having visions, and it looks like there's funny pictures or drawings and paintings carved on the doors, and they look just silly and dainty, elvish and such for Morgor.
Gotcha. So I see this vision of these doors.
Yeah, you kind of think back on your dreams of what called you to this place and calling you for the book.
Okay.
And You see a set of doors. You see
Okay.
an entranceway. And because you're rolled high with the wisdom you have, you see almost like a nightmare as you're reflecting on these dreams, kind of interrupts the vision. And you see blood, a pit, circular, a ritualistic chain, a ritualistic pedestal floating, and a rebirthing of sorts. Almost someone bursting out of a pit, screaming, covered in red.
Hmm.
He just kind of hits you and attacks you. And you're like, your head, like, whoa, what was that?
Cool. All right. I'm gonna explain to the party. Morgor see vision of blood, but not good blood. Not blood by violence.
They,
Might be that pool I fell into.
What pool?
Back in, down through all the tunnels and through a couple of rooms, there was this giant pool of red, and I was a spider, and I slipped, and I fell, and something came up and got out.
Did you see two large door with stinky elf ruins?
Would I have seen that? Was that the room?
Make
If I'm,
a
like
his-
calling.
make a history check.
We've got a. Where are we at there? Hold on 1 second. 9.
No? I mean, you went through a bunch of doors. Nothing specifically with, the elf drawings on them.
I'll shake my head and okay.
maybe it was those doors we didn't look at in that room with the giant pool of blood.
Well, we did skip out on something, didn't we?
There were doors. I don't know if there were more doors behind those doors. We've seen a lot of doors, big doors, not big doors, small doors, doors that look like they should have lasers behind them. But you know
More
what's a
doors
laser?
for Morgor.
More doors
There
for
was like
Morgor.
a gutter coming from the pool that led to doors. I think I wanted to say, maybe not.
There were like gutters that came out from the pool that would shoot out that perhaps vented to somewhere else and drained off somewhere.
Yeah. But do we really want to go all the way back down that far again? Listen, hey Morgor, this book that you need or want, is it like, do you really need it?
Book good. Book bring back Tiamat.
Tiamat. What if I told you there's a better version of Tiamat?
Morgor, listen.
Oh, okay, cool. He's dresses in yellow. And he is very, very powerful, and he's very good at what he does.
Morgor hate yellow. Morgor worship Tiamat.
Ugh.
As Morgor, as you do look down at your chest, there is no yellow head on the dragon tattoo.
No yellow.
Oh. Like I'll look at the party and be like, all right, guys. So we clearly crawled through a bunch of tunnels to get to the cave. Everywhere we've been to so far has had more than one way of getting somewhere. What if we theoretically took the long roundabout way, as we always do, and going deeper into this cave will somehow take us to the other side of the door that we didn't see? Like, if we had just gone through the door, we could have avoided the spiders and the tunnel and the rat king and the blob and the blood and I mean, we at least know what's behind us at this point. So if we keep going this way, I mean, we just know we're in a cave and we just turn around and go back.
All right.
I agree.
All right. You all journey on. Who wants to lead with the survival check?
Morgor leads. Morgor's the biggest.
Q.
All right. Morgor, roll a Yeah.
I was gonna say like every 50 to 100 feet or so, I'm just gonna like leave a marking so we can follow our path backwards if we need to.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Oh,
She's kind of just marking.
I rolled 17 on the survival.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 on intelligence.
Okay. Uh, you do mark your way every 50 feet or so. Every couple moments of walking where you think that there might be an instance of you needing to quickly look around with the haste, you just mark the wall, mark the ground a couple times. You see the geometric imprinting over the ground and the walls as you kind of walk up and eldritch blast them. There's a little geometric of sigils and mathematical equations is kind of surrounding it in a interesting way. Make a perception check.
Howard?
Yes, Howard,
Oh.
make a perception check.
20, not natural.
You notice that the geometric shapes that you're used to that became more mathematical now have a curved, almost have a cursive flow to them. And on certain sigils and symbols, there's almost like tentacle looking shapes that are now incorporated.
Okay, cool.
A little different. Morgor, with a very nice survival check, you successfully lead the party through the cavern. There's a few moments that as you are walking, you hear the chittering sounds of bats overhead in the cave.
Is
There's
any bats flying close to me?
make a perception check.
11.
There's one bat about 20 feet up.
It's a little too far to grab it. I just wanted to grab one and then eat it.
Flies down by you. Make a dexterity check to swipe it and snatch it out of the hand, out of the air.
Natural 20.
You grab it mid-flight.
Well, bite its head off like Ozzy Osbourne.
Bite. You successfully bit a bat. You all see Morgor just freaking grab a bat mid-air, just bite it, getting to eat it. I don't know. Are you chewing? Is it just a bite and spit?
No, I'm chewing.
All
It's
right.
good.
Okay.
Morgor like bat.
Azoth makes a mental note of never to transform into a bat around Morgor and
Good
just keeps walking.
Good mental note. All right. You begin to follow and probably travel for 10 minutes before you come up upon these two wooden doors that are trimmed with these big columns of stone on the bottom and on the side and on the top. And in between the stone, these huge, tall, 15-foot planks that you see are appear to have carvings in them as this vine filigree that you had found on the wheels grows up this wooden door as well, in like a carved like wooden filigree.
I'll tap Morgor and say, paintings on the door.
Good painting.
You see the doors in front of you. 10 foot. Each door is 5 feet wide, and it is currently closed in front of you. What are you doing?
Well, I'll try and push it open.
All right. Make a strength check as you walk up to the doors.
A strength check or a saving throw?
Check.
Check. So what's that? Just bonus?
Yep.
19.
All right. So you go up to the doors. Your claws grab into them, and as you go to push and slam them forward, the door kind of goes, buckles in a bit.
Okay.
Maybe not meant to be pushed.
Morgor, try harder.
Make a strength check again.
Okay, that's a little better. 23.
You push again as you get angrier, and as you use the fury of Tiamat in with your corded muscles, you grab the door and you dig your claws in. As you push further, you hear as the door begins to buckle inwards, snapping. Probably enough for about a small human or halfling to crawl through, but the door is currently being buckled and broken inward. Not fully.
I think you can pull that, sir.
Morgor angry. Morgor, try harder.
I'm gonna
Outward.
slip through the door.
Wait, I look at Finks and say, beardless dwarf, go in there.
I get as tall as I can, like tippy toes, the tall rock. I am no dwarf, and I have a very small beard. Gotta check his chin fuzz.
A little bit.
My name is Finks Morgor, and I am the leader of this party. I will show you how things are done, and I'm just gonna sprint through the. I'm just gonna sprint through the door.
Can
That's
Azoth
held
just like
open.
walk over where the gap is and just try pulling the door just to see what happens, to see if it opens inward?
Thanks. Make an acrobatic check as you kind of
All right, yeah, I don't want to get squished if that's. Oh, natural 20.
you're
Cool.
kind of so as you're talking up and kind of showing up to Morgor, you grab the two parts that are starting to break inward where his hands are near, and you quickly leap up and pull yourself up and over and land on the other side. Azoth, as you see this happen, to pull the door, and you can feel the door would give, but Morgor's hands are still pushing them forward.
Say more. Can I look at the painting for a second, bud? Can I take a look at the painting?
Morgor would like to rage.
Morgor's raging.
I'll step back.
You see this smoke start to just simmer, and almost as an animal would, almost as a rabid animal would foam at the mouth. This red dragonborn's face starts to just have this almost like dry ice where it just drops out and cascades down. The smoke just as it is foaming and or flowing down. This you see his eyes start to have this red tint, almost like bloodlust fill his eyes as you are raging.
Morgor ate a bad bat.
Let's see. So you
All right, rage away.
okay.
Strength with
so-
advantage.
Yeah. So that's 2 dice. Choose the largest of the two, correct? Okay.
Yes. So advantage is you'll roll 2 d20s, you take the better. Disadvantage is you take the lesser of 2 d20s.
Okay. 19 plus 1. Do I get the +2 melee?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So 23 again.
Okay, 23. Guys all see me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Audio
Sorry.
goes glitch.
Never mind. You're stuttering.
Yep, hold on.
Rolled a
Please hold for
23.
our sponsor, DCT
Yeah.
Industries.
Yeah.
DCT Industries, where dreams come true. Check out Kaimon.
Yes.
Thanks, Ricky.
The
I
company's
thought,
so
like-
great. I took their initials, DTC, so it's close.
That's close.
But I didn't want to be exactly like them, so DCT, go follow.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Is that better, guys?
For now.
For now, you look like you're lagging, but you're good.
All right. I don't know what. Something's going on with Spectrum in our area.
Yeah.
Just want to say too, real
Curse the
quick,
spectrum.
somebody did message me, so they will be getting the first set of Kaimon for free.
Hey.
Wow, awesome. Well, guys, if you are watching, please do make sure to share around. For anyone else that is tuning in, please make sure to check out DCT Industries and Kaimon and message Jeff and let him know, hey, what's this game about? If you haven't been listening about it yet, go follow. All right. So it looks like my stream's back going up. Good. Thank you so much,
Yep.
Tony, for the Twitch drops or for the chat drops. Okay. Now, Azoth, as you're trying to reason with this raging dragon, red scale dragonborn, he gets angry, and as he pushes again, a third and final time, as his hands break through the wooded doors, as his fists pound through, as the doors come off the hinges, as they fall. Finks, I need you to make a dex saving throw. As two doors begin falling down.
Did I have any time to see the room before, or is this kind of just happening immediately after passing through?
It's kind of happening immediately passing through.
All right. That is a 16 dex save.
16. You see one of the doors is kind of wobbling over and leaning in your direction. As it falls, you quickly hop over and side shuffle, jumping back on top of it as it lands where you just were. And you scoping out the room, the dust raising and being kicked up from the floor. Make a perception check.
7.
This is a large chamber, and you are currently at the entrance of it, as there is a column of stairs in front of you that go downward for 5 feet. Your halls stretch out 20, 30 feet to the side. You see it goes down deep, 50 feet on the walls. Off to the side, you see passage and archways. Can't tell specifically. And throughout the center of the room, there are scattered pillars. That's all you can really make out of it.
Okay.
All right. What are you guys doing? You're in this open chambered room. She comes walking in.
Still raging.
For the next 6 seconds, because you stop raging unless you take damage or you attack a creature.
I would like to, while I'm raging, attack one of the pillars.
Make an attack roll.
And that's with advantage, correct?
Yeah, we'll say, yeah.
Okay. A lot. 26.
This is a large stone pillar that is easily 10 feet in width. And as you bring your axe through it, you use the strength coursing through your blood and the ancient fires of a red dragon scream through you as you cleave, cutting a piece out of this pillar. I'll allow the rage to continue. Yes.
Set my dog off now.
Yeah. My dog's raging.
Roll damage for this pillar. How powerful did you cut through this?
12.
You cleave over a good brick or two of this pillar as it knocks out. It comes flying through. I'll allow the rage to continue for this moment.
I'm gonna turn to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Looks like he hates pillars too. Just keep a mental note of that as well.
All right. What do you guys wish to do? Morgor, you look to appear to be in a chamber. This have probably what your dream was showing you.
Have we seen this one yet? Or no, is this new to us?
This is new to you guys.
Okay.
This looks like the entrance hall of like where a king would sit and greet guests as they walk up. So you see against the far end of the room there is a seating area of an individual that of a high ranking would sit at, as there appears to be moldy drapings of a rug that would proceed from his chair all the way down to about right to where the stairs would stop at for you guys to walk down into this hall.
Hey Remus, is this what it's like at your dad's place?
I mean, I've only been there twice, but kind of.
All right. Okay. Just curious.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's a weird gradual change. There's like a small waiting room, and then there's like an elegant hallway stair set that goes to his office. That's very finely decorated.
Okay.
So you get a little bit of everything.
No. Okay.
What color is the rug in the room?
Make a perception check. As it is dark in here, I'll say.
Okay.
Too.
15.
With perception with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
It is dark, yes.
That's even better. So 15.
Okay. The rug looks moldy, kind of this dark burgundy-ish color at one point. You see it looks moth-eaten, and looking over the floor, you do see there are spots of cobwebs, a little patch of bones over in one pile. Just kind of looking over the room.
Any mushrooms for me?
Make an investigation check if you're looking for mushrooms.
That is absolutely what I'm doing.
Go for it.
Oh, that's a 1. Dirty 1. Dirty frick.
Dirty freak.
Not to be confused with Dirty Pop, amazing
Yes.
song by NSYNC, but you know.
Dirty frick.
Dirty freak.
You go over to one corner that you see looks dark and just there's a drawing to it, something familiar that looks kind of mildewish. Maybe mushrooms would grow from this pile of earth that looks to be kind of offset coming out of the block stone flooring, and it looks to be like this black slick mush of moss it looks a little off. It's in the dark shadows, and it appears to be something maybe growing from this corner that looks dark and black.
I poke at it.
You poke at it. It looks it's about the size of it was about a 1 foot square little patch of earth, as it has no real texture of being either mossy. It just kind of has this form of a mass. And as you're thinking, it may be a large mushroom. What are you poking at it with?
My finger.
Your finger.
Unfortunately.
All right.
Unless there's a stick nearby, but I don't think so.
Make
Or
perception.
bones.
Make a
Nah,
perception.
I'll use my finger. Use my finger.
Use your finger. All right.
Yeah.
All right. No, I get that. As you poke your finger into it, you take 4 points of acid damage as the tips of your fingers start to burn away as this black mass starts to react and coil to your touch and start to spread out of the corner, encompassing you.
Okay. Ah, the mushroom bit me.
I like your roll for initiative.
What?
We're
How does a
fighting-
mushroom bite you? You have a
17.
mushroom
Big,
hat
this-
on.
As this mound of earth you see comes to life and slickens out into a sliming piece of ooze wrapping its way around you, Finks. Would you roll?
17.
17. Oh, that's cocked. That's cocked again. That's cocked again. That's that goes flat. All right. I like everyone to roll initiative as Finks screams in pain, touching his fingers into this black acid gooiness as it begins to kind of react and wrap around his space of where he's at. I got 20 to 25.
22.
15 to 20.
17.
10 to 15.
13.
Also 13.
Remus. Your dex is what? Plus
3.
Azoth. What's your dex?
+3.
Ooh.
Azoth can go first.
All right, I'll allow it. All right. Jeff, Morgor, what is your initiative?
6.
All right, Morgor. All right, top of initiative. Howard, you hear Fink scream as he recoils his hand, looking at this corner of just pitch blackness as you see it begin to kind of spread out, encompassing his body, looking to begin to engulf Finks. What are you doing?
Is it like all over him already, or
Not over him, it's going around his sides at this point. It hasn't come up.
Okay. How far away am I from him?
30 feet.
About 30 feet. All right. I'll
He's in
run
the
up.
corner to the left.
All right, cool. I will run up to him and like right next to him, so I'm not completely aiming it at him, but towards the mold. I'm going to Hulk style slap my hands together and create a thunderclap to disperse the mold if I can.
Make it attack. Is it attack?
It's no, it's a Constitution save.
Ooh.
Am I caught in this or no?
I'm doing it right next to you, so it won't necessarily hit you. If that makes sense.
I see.
Yeah.
I gotta visualize the board.
Yep.
You got it. That is a 13 for the con save.
Yeah, that
Does it
fails.
fail?
Yeah,
that fails. Give me some
Nice, so
damage.
let me roll that. Ooh, nice. 7 points.
Okay.
And I will try to grab. Oh no, I don't have any more movement. Yeah, okay, that's it for now.
Okay.
Bonus action shillelagh with my
Bonus action.
attack.
So as you smack your hands, there's a of thunder emanating in front of you, Finks, as this black puddingish looking creature just shakes and kind of and ripples with the thunderish sonic energy as it kind of shifts over at Howard and looks back at you, and it begins to kind of continues to engulf you. Not yet on his turn. Finks, what are you doing? Azoth, you're on deck with Remus.
Okay. Do I recognize this as a black pudding?
This looks significant. Make a history check. Say.
So I have one of those at home. I've been meaning to visit. 8.
This looks similar to the one that you have at home. A lot larger though.
Okay. All right. Finks is going to take out the black dagger and attempt to take a quick stab at this pudding. See if I can cut off a section.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
And that is an 8 damage.
Got it.
And then I would like to take my bonus action to disengage and my movement to kind of roll back maybe 15 feet.
All right. You roll back 15 feet. As you pull out the dagger, you slice through it. And as you do, Finks, make a perception check.
8.
All right, as you cut through it, you feel like you did pretty good. Did some nice damage to it as you duck backward and pull back 15 feet. I'll say it is going to make a reactionary attack at you. That misses as you see one of the pseudopods on this mass of its body come out almost like a frog tongue and just miss over your shoulder as you back away, kind of doing this little bit of a back barrel roll with your bonus action disengage. Azoth, what are you up to? Remus, you're on deck.
How far away am I from this black ooze?
30 feet. 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip at it.
Okay.
Let's see. 11 to hit.
11 does hit. Roll damage.
8 piercing.
All right. Not bad. As you whip it, you see as the whip cracks on the top of this this ooze, this puddingish creature, now recognizing it from also being at the podkeep, not podkeep manor, at your manor in Brindspell. That was underneath the porch. You crack it on the head with a thorn whip, piercing a little bit of damage. You know what? Not bad. Doing good.
For my movement, I'm just gonna maintain my distance from it, out of reach.
Okay. Remus, you're on. Remus, you're up. Morgor, you're on deck.
So I'm gonna just hit it with 2 psychic daggers for now.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. That's gonna be should really know this by now. Dirty 20.
That hits.
Is anyone occupying it or within 5 feet or?
Not at this point.
No worries. Dun, 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 dun.
I would be because I had to be
Oh, wait,
right
are
up on
you-
it to do the thunderclap.
Oh, I thought you were meant to maintain. Never mind. So
Yes,
there
I'm
is.
like right up on it.
Yep, there's someone right up on it then.
All right, so let's get that underway.
Howard, make a perception check.
4d6. So that's gonna
19.
be 16 damage for the first dagger.
Wow. Okay. All right. He's looking a bit hurt.
Second
This-
offhand.
As a dagger flies in precisely where the thorn whip had hit it previously. There's a psychic dagger, Howard, that you see sticks into it, fades away into psychic energy.
Does a 13 hit the ooze?
That hits as well.
Huge. Oh, you guys. That's gonna be 3 damage on the offhand. Or I'm sorry, 4.
Not bad. All right. Morgor, as you begin to get ready, you see the pudding begin to slump in 2 different directions as one goes and begins crawling its way over towards where Finks was, getting within within 20 feet of you. You see it split. You see where the dagger had cut through, Howard. There's a fine line that had cleaved this pudding in half as a second one begins to pull in your direction as you would come up closer to it.
Okay. How close are these 2 pieces to each other?
Well, as they go right before you, you see that the 2 were right next to each other.
Uh-huh.
The one moves 15 feet over towards Sphinx, and the other one is going to stay where it is next to Howard, as they both are going to come after them both. Let's see. It's going to come after the first one at Sphinx with a 9 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay. All good. All right. The one slides up next to you. It comes over with one of its pseudopods, goes trying to hit you, and it misses. The one that is next to Howard is going to hit you with the pseudopod. Ooh, that does hit, I'm sure. That's 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. As it hits you, whack. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus 25 points of acid damage.
Oh shit.
Whack. As I cannot remember. Are you wearing magical armor currently?
No. Question: do we get the long rests in before we started off?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys had finished off the long
Okay.
rest.
That makes a big difference. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me recalculate. Otherwise, I would be dead.
25 points of acid. I believe it was
Yeah,
5 points of bludgeoning.
5 points of bludgeoning. Okay, yeah. All right.
And your armor begins to dissolve.
Ooh.
What? You quickly pulling your cloak off so it doesn't begin to be eaten. You see the leather, some of the leather armor you have is starting to eat away as it takes a -1 penalty to the AC.
Awesome. Okay. I'm looking pretty hurt.
Okay.
So
Morgor,
okay.
you're up.
So you said they're within 15 feet of each other?
They are both, yes, within 15 feet of each other.
I would like to breathe fire on them,
Okay.
which will hit both.
You run around and aim up to line them both in a cone.
Yep.
We're running with the Unearthed Arcana. Do you have that sheet pulled up for you?
No.
No. Let me
So
pull-
let's.
So your damage instead is real quick. Let me pull this up. Let's see.
Is this the newest one? Just
Yep.
came out.
Yes, it is.
I didn't get a chance to read that yet.
Oh, it's cool. I'm gonna let you guys. You can check it out on the break. We'll be taking it in a moment or in a little bit. So it is. They need to make dexterity saves.
Correct.
What's the DC against the dexterity save?
DC of 13.
DC of 13. That one fails.
Okay.
And that one also fails.
So that's
They
going to
both
be.
fail. And it is 3d8 of damage.
3d8. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
As the red dragon head on your chest begins to burn slightly, tingling you, and you feel this almost acid reflex of inside your chest. Your throat begins to burn, starting this flaming cone.
So that's going to be 19.
Wow, nice. The one right next to Howard, you see it ripple in damage as it burns up in front of you, as you see it just start to melt and ooze away into a black slime. Looks like a grease slick on the ground, just rippling with flames as this pudding is as it's withering and writhing in pain, just coming to an end. The one in front of Finks is looking fairly hurt. Still there though.
Okay. So that I'm sorry. That was action, correct?
That's one. That is so with the way they have it now, you're able to use your breath action as one of your attack actions.
Okay.
Instead of 2 melee swipes.
Okay, so I can make a regular attack then as well.
You can now run it up with your second attack, make your attack. Yep.
Okay. As my free action, I would like to rage before I do that.
Yep. We can break them up. So you breathing. You begin to rage as the smoke starts to billow from the mouth again. You're
Okay.
raging.
I'm raging again. And I'm going to make a reckless attack, which means I get advantage on it, but all attacks against me gain advantage.
Okay. Make the attack roll.
Um, 26.
Yeah, that hits. Jesus.
And then 15 plus. Oh boy. Okay, so while I'm raging, because I'm Path of the Zealot, I do
Yes.
bonus radiant damage or necrotic damage.
What are you choosing?
I will choose
On this?
radiant.
Okay.
And I do a total of 24 damage.
Wow. So you guys see this red dragonborn breathe fire over the black puddings as they start to burn up. He comes running up next to you, Finks, raising his great battle axe, slamming it down in the pudding that was remaining in front of you. And as he carves through it, splitting it in two, he exhales a little additional fire as it full as it kind of kicks it back up and a bonfire style as it finishes off as they both as it dies away in front of you. Hell of a round. Nice going, guys. Not bad.
Can I just say I love the way you describe Morgor's attacks because they're just so badass.
I try. Thank you. I've been excited that a Dragonborn's gonna be entering. I was really excited about him. Thank you.
Azoth pulls out his notebook from his pad and writes down "No Jello for Morgor."
Don't show Morgor the basement.
All right. You guys are in this
Pudding.
room. Out of combat has been over. All right. What are you guys doing?
Can I attempt to fix Howard's armor?
Yes, if you can, and I will hand it to him since it's in like pieces now.
If I can I make it like an on-color yellow, but not on his coat, on his armor, just to show that I could do it?
Yes.
Make yes. I'll let you. Casting mending. Make a wisdom check.
All right,
While he's doing that, did the puddings leave anything behind once they were destroyed?
11.
There is as you heal the leather armor back, and you see it kind of building, kind of just growing back. The leather is kind of just growing from where it was eaten away. There is now this kind of chalky yellow smearing over it. It's sort of off-colored, but it looks like someone kind of like took like a yellow piece of chalk and just sided it, like using the side of the chalk over it, showing that there is a bit of yellow on this leather armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little.
A little bit. Azoth, make a perception check.
All right. What do we got here? Perception. 11.
11. I mean, looking below the slime that's remaining, there's not really much of anything left at all. No, just the remains of just the slick looking oily texture is burning. You guys are in this chamber.
Any doors other than the one we came in?
Look around for one. Make perception checks as you're looking around for the doors. What's everyone else doing looking in here? What are you all looking for? What are you doing? Casting anything?
Howard's gonna look at there's like a throne you said in the middle of the room, or like a chair or whatever.
At the far end of the room. So you have to like walk your way to it.
I got a 26.
Okay.
Perception.
Okay. Howard, are you walking over to the throne?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over, but I'm gonna keep any eye out for any more like black mold or anything that's anywhere.
Make a perception check.
Okay. 19.
19. As you're walking up over to the throne, no other black mold, a lot of cobwebs, a lot of scattered bones, which Azoth, you see the same. A lot of scattered bones. And you're following the room looking up for additional doors. And you see offset in on the walls, there are two pockets kind of just carved out. There's no doorway, there's no doors, but there's like open doorways, and they open into like they're four pocketed small chamber rooms that are maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. And very bare dressings, anything of value. Nothing is as you're just doing a quick look, or you do roll high. Looking over quickly, you don't see anything of value in 1, 2, 3. And the one that you do come up to, you think you see a set of like rags of almost like a makeshift bed. And you hear whisperings coming from the direction of where Howard is walking towards. Just with the high perception, you hear whisperings coming from almost like someone is talking in a ventilation system, and the voice is running along the ceiling or running between hidden passages, but you're unable to ascertain where they're coming from. Howard, walking up to the chair, the throne, you see that there are various elvish carvings and markings, decorations running up the stone chair, this throne that is finely crafted. You see the padding where someone would sit looks to be polished and almost like smoothed over with remains of a leather padding that was at one point was probably fairly comfortable to sit in. There's a part of you that we'll see where a yellow cloak could drape over as a king could sit at. Looking around, you see there is a blank wall behind that looks fairly this is a discolor to it, as if something's almost hidden. Azoth, following up to Howard, you see it too. There appears to be something different with the wall before or behind where this throne would be sitting at, or is sitting at.
How is this throne easily moved? Can it be like tipped over, pushed out of the way?
Make a strength check if you want to push it over and move it.
All right. 2.
So Howard, as you're just kind of inspecting this throne chair, you see Azoth walk up to it and start to push it. It's not budging, as it is made out of the stone carving, perhaps carved from the ground up. You don't know, but it's not budging, Azoth. You see the distinct discoloration on the wall behind, though.
I think it's bolted to the floor there, or made from the floor. If you don't mind, I don't know how eager we are to press ahead, but I could definitely use a quick little rest.
I saw a bed back there. If you want to go lay down.
Oh, I figured I'd just sit on the chair and rest.
No, okay, My Highness. And I'll bow to him and take a step back.
Finally, as I sit on the throne.
Hold on one moment. Give me a second, guys. We have whispers going on.
This Whisper Break brought to you by DCT Industries. I've heard great things about this company and this new game it's making. You might say, what are they doing? And I would say, well, if you like Pokemon and you like tabletop gaming and wish they could be combined together, have I got the game for you?
For you.
I think that was the most perfect ad ever.
Did you ever wonder what it would be like if a snake had a baby with a whale? Well, now you can with DCT Industries. They're called snails for you.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, everyone watching. I gotta.
It says some serious kitten mitten vibes.
Okay. I need hold on.
Okay, hold on. Kitten mittens are great.
There's a moment, Azoth, that it's almost like a joke in the back of your head, just kind of creeps in. Why would you want to be subservient to Howard? You wouldn't want to, but I mean, he probably could lead you. He would be a good king. Howard, you sense almost the not a full mind control spell, but almost like a puppet master feeling strings beginning to attach to a puppet, almost as if you were be controlling an individual. Faintly, very faintly, but you can feel tethers of dominance just being planted. Yeah. No one's joked about this kind of stuff yet. Anyway, so.
So, Morgor, where are you from?
Way to break the tension, guys.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just like seeing this guy standing here and just beat the shit out of some ooze.
Anthony is called Dractera, correct?
Dractera.
Morgor from Dractera, best land in all the land.
I believe you.
With Dractera being mentioned, Azoth and Finks, you know of Dractera. This is to the northwest in Faybala. It's a dragonborn continent. Chromatics live in a higher class setting over metallics. And if anyone wants to find out more, you could roll a history check. But that's what comes to mind instantly.
So, Morgor, are you some sort of nobility from Dractera?
Morgor is high priest of Tiamat.
Tiamat. And Finks is kind of just going to like disengage from this conversation a little bit, kind of recalling some of the insults he may have thrown Tiamat's way in the past during other battles. Just kind of think, oh no, is this guy coming for me? It's kind of meld into the shadows.
Yeah, Tiamat, great, right? Okay, see ya.
Morgor, you are from the Dragonborn continent, Dractera, and it is you live, a fairly simplistic life of following the callings of collecting holy relics for the priesthood and the other clerics. You do know of one of the higher nobles that had went out on a quest looking for similar relics to open up gateways to other realms.
That's that princess, correct?
That is Lady Dracani. Or is it Dracny?
That's what it was, Lady Dracny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Dracny. So, you guys are in this open chamber. What are you all doing? You guys are talking to Morgor. Azoth and Howard are just kind of having the stare off and talking while Howard's sitting on this throne.
I'm gonna go down and check out that cot that I saw. I was kind of like,
Okay. Azoth, Howard, are you doing? Are you?
No, he's gonna be sitting on the throne still.
Okay.
He's gonna try to take a short rest if we can, and he's gonna go through his book and try to recreate in his like imagination or memory the little runic symbols that were, or not runic, but like the geometric symbols that were popping up when he was doing the Eldritch Blast earlier with the tentacles and stuff like that. And then one of the last pages, I'm just going to tear out the last piece, and I'm going to write. I'm going to draw the yellow king symbol, and I'm going to write underneath there. I'll get back to you on that in a second. I have to think about how I want to word this. So, but I'm going to like write an description about something.
All right. So as you
while I'm taking my short rest,
taking a short rest. Make an investigation check as you go over to the bundled of kind of rags and wraps on the bed.
right. 14.
14. This looks to be used frequently. Very minimalistic in this little chamber room. It has a single bed. No pillows or blankets, but just rags. And there's a bundle of what looks to be beat up armor that is being used as a pillow. There is a foot locker on one side of the door, a chest, and it is about 3 feet in width, 1.5 feet up. You see it locked or shut, presumably locked.
I'll yell for Remus to come over and see if Kevin can open this.
What do we got?
It's a footlocker chest thing, and who knows? Maybe the book is in the locker.
How complex does the lock look?
Make an investigation check. I'll say, actually, no, this would be insight. This is an insight check to if you're trying to take the insight of how intricate this looks.
Okay, I got a 20.
Looks to be a bit difficult. Perhaps it's trapped. You see that there are some sigils marking around the locking mechanism.
Can anyone check this thing for magic things before I do this?
Morgor check.
Morgor comes walking in the room. Make an Arcana check.
No, Morgor wants to do it Morgor way.
Got it. What's Morgor do? As he walks in the room.
Just rips the lock off.
Morgor likes to take his axe and slam it down on top of the chest. Obviously on the dull side.
Got it. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
As Remus, you see the Red Dragonborn come walking in, raising his axe, flat-handed way, and
I will move out of the way.
Thank you. Comes bringing it down.
24.
24. All right, Morgor, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
As you bring down the axe, you hear a crunch of as the splintering of wood as the axe breaks down and breaks and cracks open at the top of it. There is a burst of flamed energy.
Okay, so 19.
19. You succeed, taking still 7 points of fire damage, reduced to 3 because you are a red dragonborn.
Okay, so 3 damage I'm taking.
3 points of fire.
Okay.
You look into the chest and you see a bunch of long sticks, essentially like quarter staffs, just kind of almost like rod like wizard casting staffs that are only 3 foot in length, possibly for shorter individuals or even perhaps as walking canes, maybe. 3 cane staffs. You see a bunch of paper. You see some clothes.
I want to use one of the staffs as a
Okay.
toothpick to pick out some of that bat I got in my teeth earlier.
As you pull the staff out and pull it from the top, the staff breaks in half, concealing a blade, as it is a sword, short sword that pulls out of the staff.
Okay, I'll use the sword as a toothpick.
Oh, make a sleight of hand check. With it's a skill.
I'm gonna look over the papers that are in there.
I was gonna say, would Howard see any of this or no? From where
At
he's
this-
at?
16.
No, they are in the room. If you're sitting on
Okay.
the throne, they are in the room out of your vision.
Okay, no, that's fine.
16.
Yeah.
There's a moment that you get dangerously close, and Azoth, you think that this Dragonborn is also a sword swallower. Like he's like Carney tricks as he is getting dangerously close, and he clips out a part of the bat as you pull it out and successfully pick a nice bat ear out of your tooth.
It goes flying out.
Oh, I would like a sword like that. That's
Here you
pretty
go,
cool.
purple elf lady. Take sword.
I am clearly a gentleman, but thank you for the sword.
You are a small like lady. Morgor no understand.
I think I'm average in the party. I'm not the shortest. I don't say this out loud. I'm just thinking to myself. Thank you, Morgor. You don't see. I'll continue, I guess, to inspect the chest for the book he's looking for, unless it's just a bunch of staves.
It's a bunch of paper, bunch of stabs. The papers look to be a bunch of what languages do you know, Remus? I'll say Azoth, you pick out that this is in Elvish.
Okay.
Remus, you know Common and Infernal. That's all you know, right? Yeah. So fortunately, you recognize the sigils that this appears to be Elvish. Can't read it. Azoth, as you are looking over these scriptures, it is a lot of the rudimentary religious texts that you would read in your tribe of the teachings of the gods being created, them creating the races, telling the tales of how Lolth invaded Odin's and Grumsh's mines and had taken away the Proud Three. And it's just a very standard historical tale of how the gods became kind of preoccupied with themselves and their priorities were drawn away from their creations.
All right. I'll explain it as best in simple terms. I'll just say it's a Spider Lady soap opera. Nothing too good here.
That's actually fairly good. That's fairly good. Lolth shows up and distracts some of them and influences them to turn.
Yeah. So I'll
And-
tell Remus and Morgor, Spider Lady soap opera. Nothing worthwhile here.
Looking over that. You guys don't see anything else of value?
Are all the staffs sword staffs?
Just the one.
Hmm.
Pull the other ones. They appear to just be walking staffs. Walking
I'll
sticks.
take one.
About 3 foot. This one about your height too. Look probably about like an actual like full staff size for you as a goblin.
I use this to poke the next thing I think is a mushroom.
Very good. All right. You guys are in this chamber. Anything else you wish to do? You see Howard is looking over his book. Howard, what are you writing?
So I'm writing a little letter to Morgor. However, I'm not going to give it to him yet. I'm going to fold it up and put it inside my coat pocket. And then I will continue on with the party.
Okay. All right. You come walking out of this short rest, going over to the rest of the party as they had been investigating. You guys
you
are in
guys
this
find?
chamber.
All right. So I'll go Morgor. Your dream, the vision. There was the chamber, and then what happened?
Morgor see giant door with elf rune. And then nothing happened.
Make a history check. We'll say now.
No, I remember.
Oh.
I'm not saying it.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we're in the giant room. We had the giant door. I think there's something behind the throne. If you want to try and knock it over, it's more stuff for you to break.
Ooh, Morgor like breaking things.
We might be able to go
Yes.
that way.
Just don't break the throne. Behind it, you can.
What do I see behind the throne?
The throne is almost flushed up to the wall behind it, and there is just looks like they're using a different type of stones and stonework and mason work to block and seal this passage. Make an investigation check. How much time will Morgor look at the chair and the throne? Is it more of a quick overlook, or is he taking his time?
Probably 2 seconds. He just wants to know if he can smash it.
Perception then.
Okay. Eight.
I mean, it's a stone throne that a king would sit on, or queen. Who cares who would sit on it, I guess. And the stones are different colored behind the throne.
I want to try and like flip the throne.
Okay, make a strength check.
Natural 20.
You walk over to the stone where Howard had seen that it looks like it's like cemented into the ground. And as he kind of leans down, you lean over to squat. You grab part of the legs of the chair, and as you lift, you break the stonework that is holding the chair down, and you just topple it over. It falls over to its side.
He's like, I said not the throne. Okay.
You see clearly the stones behind the throne look obviously different colored. Just like the stonework on the walls have this nice standard gray, but then there's this whiter, almost like a limestone, like this whiter looking stone texture that is blocking almost like a path that has been sealed.
Any moisture present in there? Are the walls wet?
Make a perception check.
Perception. 24.
Azoth, looking at the different color, you putting your hand on the wall, you feel that it appears to be cooler. It almost it's a bit of a moisture that you can kind of almost sense with your shaped water pulling from the opposite side of the wall.
All right. I want to cast shape water then to expand the water into ice to break the stone.
The water is on the opposite end, and as you expand the water, you can feel the water from just like the tether of magic. You feel this sheet of water and ice on the opposite end of the stone. Visually, you all cannot see this.
Can I just get it to like seep into the stone to then expand it so it cracks the stone or breaks it?
Wisdom check.
Got a 12.
You start to pull cracks of water through it as you are kind of grabbing the wall and pulling with your hand, and almost like you're pulling the tethers of water through it. This is hard and strenuous, almost like you're pulling a tightly, almost like you're playing tug of war with a rope, pulling water through stone, and just the faint cracks of molecules of just slowly weaving in. It's gonna take some time to do this on a large scale, but you're slowly making progress. Probably take about I'd say half hour if you're gonna do it this slow, unless you guys start to accelerate it by some means.
Can I pull Remus aside and
Yeah.
ask him if he can use his eye to see anything mechanical? Maybe there's another way through.
Where am I looking through?
Anybody got
Through the
any
wall
water?
to see if there's any like mechanical way to move the stones.
Oh, you mean like the door, like in the hallway with the traps?
Yes.
I'll take a look.
You're looking over at the door, at this wall, and you see kind of peering through it, this shifting of x-rayed lens. The wall is solid through. You don't appear to see any other mechanical levers changing it. It just looks kind of plastered up and over. It looks like white plastered stone is what it looks like. And it looks patched up. And now that the water's seeping through, you see some of the plaster and the stonework is starting to crack slightly.
It looks like someone tried to cover it up and the water is breaking it.
If anybody's got more water, this would help me immensely.
I do not.
I no longer have that right now. Can I look for some water? Did the ooze leave any water behind?
You want to run back and look for it?
I guess.
Run back, make an investigation check.
0.
Dang.
You go running, and as you go looking around for water, you actually slip and land on your back in the remains of the ooze. As you feel the burning away at your back, you quickly run, roll over, stop, drop, and roll style, just kind of tumble over and get up and slick your back, and no water. No one else saw that.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
All right.
Can I start just like taking the rocks off?
The rocks are formed in, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, okay.
You would have to try and find a way to kind of chisel it out and through and start to work and pull it out, if you wish to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. I'll say roll a survival check as you're kind of pulling and piecing out this and trying not to let the wall cave in on you, or cave in and just kind of tumble in. I'll say
14.
all right. I'll say with advantage as Azoth starts to carve out pieces too, saying like, here, pull this piece here, as he's loosening it, almost with like as you're filing out the prison, one of the bricks in prison, as you're using the toothpick or the toothbrush to file through with it, as he's water bending it.
So 14 again.
Okay. You pull one large block. It's about 20 pounds, and just wait. Ooh, throw it off to the side. Grab another one. Ooh, drop off to the side, grab another one, throw it off to the side. About 10 minutes or so, you have about a 2 foot by 3 foot window. You guys could probably crawl through.
Let's do it. I crawl through.
Finks crawls up, hops over and into the room. Finks, you are greeted by another chamber directly after this, and you see it is a large rectangular chamber that is has a lowered elevation that is surrounded on all four sides by a series of stairs stepping downward. In the center of it, there is a pedestal with an altar. To the right, you see one doorway, one door like archway that is on the right, and on the left, you see another one. Beyond the hall, you see there is a further door across the hall.
Okay. Can I sneakily investigate the altar?
Yeah, make a stealth check. Is everyone else climbing through as well, or knocking out more of the wall?
I'll hop through. If we can fit through, I'll go through.
All right.
17 stealth.
17 stealth. Okay. Finks, as you slink off to one of the sides of the corners of this room, you see that there are pillars that are protruding at intervals, and you quickly slip behind one, hearing a voice come out from the center. Almost done. Almost done. 5 bodies remain. He'll be pleased. He'll be pleased. We can release him finally. We can leave this place. Soon we'll leave.
I know who this is.
You hear and you see this cloaked, hunched over figure at the pedestals talking to himself seemingly. You see this, just from the distance you see his hands are this gnarlied, grayed skin. They're bony looking, just almost.
Right.
Does this look like the same area that we were in before we started going up the tunnel?
This looks like a different area, a new chamber. Has the same pillar structure work as the chamber you are in, apart from the covering of the wall that has been different. You all hear this noise, and Morgor, you hear this raspy elf-looking individual just hunched over, kind of creeped, and just, as he's talking about a blood sacrifice. Five more bodies. Enough blood is necessary. It's almost complete. One more night tomorrow when he comes back from feeding.
I want to yell at him.
Oh, okay.
I say, you, old elf guy.
Who's that?
Get over
you see
here.
This, the body does not respond. It just kind of perks its head up as you see these. Make a perception check, and you see this cloaked figure just kind of look up at you.
6.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, it's just about a 3.5 foot, 4 foot tall individual farther away and looking up at you, covered in dirty robes, and has a dagger in one hand, and you see something greenish glowing in his other hand. Doc coming up. What do you want? Friends? Who sent you?
I want to walk over to him and pick him up.
As you walk over to him, he very distinctly goes, "Stay back." As you see him kind of wave his hand to the side, as there's a shimmer about himself.
Morgor not afraid of puny wizard. I continue to walk towards him.
Stay back, big one.
I'm going to hold my action in case he tries to attack Morgor. I'm going to
Okay.
hold 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. As you walk towards him, he's starting to step back. As you step down the stairs, this is a full chamber, and you have a flash of your dream again, and you see blood pouring, covering the floor. You blink again, and the floor that you're standing on, it's not covered in blood. But this is the floor that you just had a vision of. Morgor goes, "Oh, who are you?"
I am Morgor the Tormentor.
Tormentor, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Preparing his arrival. We will bring him to greatness.
Who?
Will rise. The one, the king, the blood. Reincarnated. His
I'll-
word is law.
I'll whisper over to Morgor. He thinks his Blood King is better than Tiamat.
I start to rage.
With that, you actually see him kind of turn into this cloud of mist. Make a perception check as you rage, looking for him.
Would I have been able to fire off the blast before that or no?
Make a dexterity check.
Perception is a 5.
Just straight dex is 19.
Straight dex. Straight dex is a 19.
Mhm.
All right. Oh. He just slips out of it as you go to launch a blast. It gets caught up in his mist as he has misty stepped away into a different direction. Morgor, you look around furious. You don't see him. I'm going to let everyone go take a quick bathroom break as we come back for rolling into initiative as we decide what to do. Everyone that is tuning in, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going to be back in just a moment as we let the players go take a break. And I'm going to mute it. And I'm going to jump over to this. So, yeah. We'll be back
I
in.
don't have one of those.
Yeah, I don't have anything played. We'll be back in 5 minutes. go live. Do some shout outs. Thank you so much for people watching us right now live. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, my wife is watching and my brother-in-law is watching.
Hello, wife and brother-in-law of Morgor.
His wife.
Hopefully, Morgor likes wife and
wife.
brother-in-law.
Wife, good.
All right. Where's his mini? Okay. So I will further describe as you come walking down the stairs. In the center of the room, there is this pedestal. That the pedestal is in. Oh, where'd my pedestal mini go? Or not the pedestal is in. The altar is setting in, lined in the ground. And as you run down closer to inspect it, you see there is a cropping in the ground. Now that you're up closer, that comes up about a foot of stones going all the way. Oh, you can't see the chat. That's why. Join a meeting. Moment. You'll see this in a moment. Sorry, guys.
Have you ever wanted to play as a werewolf who knew about his condition? Then you can play as a werewolf in Kaimon, the new game by JCP Industries. Stay tuned for further updates.
Oh no.
Well, now I have to make that. So
That is amazing.
Yeah, I want to see the concept art.
the
Oh, God.
werewolf.
Just a werewolf with like glasses and a planner.
Yeah.
Get like the Metal Gear Solid exclamation point above his head.
That's
like,
what I was thinking.
Well, it's funny because like I'll be talking to Tony and he'll just like send me like he'll say something like the one day he sent alien plant undead. And I was like, okay. So I like come up with something based off of like what he sends me. And it's like, but it helps though. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, just throw some prompts out there.
I picture Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors,
Yeah.
Pretty close, actually.
but with like more tendrils and like scaly scales.
Well, that's a cool battle map.
Thank you.
Map
As you
cam.
got people watching, I want to give them something to look at, just so you can see the door over here, and a door over here. Let's see. So you guys just came in through here.
We are
Rightfully
looking
so,
at,
there are two doors behind also.
we are looking at map.
All right, just a reminder, Finks is hiding behind a pillar.
Yep.
Don't know which one.
All right. There is a battle cam. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Cam battle.
Move this closer.
You broke my map.
Why do you keep saying that? Cam battle.
Bat camel.
Okay. Oh. We have that. there. Give me a moment.
Oh my god, that'd be a great prompt for you. A bat camel.
A bat camel.
Yeah, you get that going.
All right, I'll have to.
He's like, oh man, wasn't expecting that, but all right.
2 wings, 2 humps, all terror.
It's like
yeah.
the more blood it sucks, the bigger its humps get. It's like storage reserves, like a mosquito. But
What
Well,
if it's
Yes.
what if it's just a regular camel and then there's like instead of water in the hump, it's just a bunch of bats. Lets them out.
like unzips.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna have
When
enough
you kill it.
for a 4th set by the end of this episode.
Yeah, we want our own set. We don't want
See
just
what
one
see what I
monster.
do with see
Yeah.
what I do with this players that are just pulling stuff up and just making shit up, Jeff.
I know. It's perfect.
Bat
I love
camel.
it. All right. Thank you, everyone that is now back tuning in. We got 10 viewers going in. Let me see. Pull up who do we have actually watching live. I'm able to pull names to see people. How can I see who's actually watching?
I don't know who's actually
10
watching, but
viewers.
it shows users in chat. So
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. We got ComTunes, Commander Root, DCT Industries. We have Girly, Shadows _sticks, Streamers _area, and BlackRock Joe is still there. Thank you so much. We do have 30 followers. So, at random, let's see. I'm gonna roll a dice, and we're gonna pick a winner. And I'm gonna roll a D10, and the one that is closest on the number down on my end is going to be it. Actually, you know what, Jeff? Why don't you roll a
Yes.
D10 for me?
All right.
Are you doing digital dice?
Yeah.
Do you know how to do it in the corner?
You could do it on Beyond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bottom
there's you can do actual single corner. There's a little dice sigil.
Oh.
Symbol?
Okay.
We're gonna be giving away a mini pack that was provided to us by Jeff and DCT Industries.
Oops. Ah, cool. Got one.
All right, one.
oh, that would be
Another would be another TV viewer. Thank you so much. Another TV viewer. We're gonna get you a mini. Where's a pack of minis? Oh, here we are. We have a couple packs of WizKid minis that you will be able to paint. Another TV viewer. Send us a whisper or a message to the podcasters _Twitch. Let us know which one you want to claim. There is the multi-class cleric wizard. There is the multi-class warlock sorcerer, or they have the multi-class fighter wizard. So, another TV viewer. Send us a private message, and we're gonna get that out to you. All right. Guys, I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
All right. Finks rolled 5. Man, you trust those digital dice too much. Remus, what you get for initiative?
I got a 17, and I am also very hesitant at times to use the digital dice because of sadness.
Mm-hmm. Howard, what's your initiative?
6.
Oh, okay, good. Don't want you going too fast there. Morgor.
10.
Okay. All right. So at the top of the round, you see the hunched individual that had. You don't know where he had went to. Being at the top of the turn, you hear a voice echo amongst the chamber. Rise, help us, defend,
claim these ones. We'll use their blood for the ritual. It will be joyous.
As you hear the crackling sounds of bones assembling and rattling, as my two mummies begin to pull up and crawl out of this pit in the circle. As you hear as they start to climb out. Top of the round. Remus, Azoth, you're on deck. Howard coming up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move. All right, so we got those two guys. Where's the sewer king?
Make a perception check as you look around for him.
16.
16. You know what? The 16. You see the two mummies. Sprouting forth from the blood. And as they do, as some of the blood starts to kind of splatter away, one smear of it particularly flies over and up and beyond the pool. And you see it hit a figure over here off to the right.
Ah. Yeah.
Thanks. Where did you want to be, by the way?
Just behind a pillar. I guess I'd be. I wanted to investigate the altar, so you tell me where would be a sufficient spot for that.
All right, so I'll say here are pillars right here. If you want to be chilling behind one of the pillars, you can have you chilling behind there. If you wish to get, if you want to chill, you can chill right here. If you wish to get closer, I'll let you get closer and investigate on your turn.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to go 30 feet towards the figure.
All right. So be 10, 20, and all right.
I'm going to throw a psychic dagger at it.
Throw a psychic dagger at him.
That's going to be a 15.
As you pull up a psychic dagger and kind of conjure it in your hand, Psylocke style, launching it, you see the dagger hit his body and it starts to kind of disapparate as it is as it's almost blocked, and just barely with your arcane eye you can see there's a break in this magic armor that's emanating around his body as the dagger slides in between where the break is and just hits him in the shoulder. Roll some damage.
I'm sorry, what was that? Did you say roll damage or?
Roll damage as you just hit him.
Yeah. That's gonna be 4 damage.
Okay. 4 damage.
Second dagger is going to be 19.
Okay, that also hits. Following up with the backhanded dagger, flies at him.
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. He's looking sort of hurt.
That's it for me.
All right. He's looking a little hurt, guys. Up next is Azoth. Howard, you're on deck. Finks, you're coming up. Morgor.
Where am I at in the picture right now?
You're ready.
Where am I at?
You are right here. Wish you,
All right,
if you wish to be somewhere different, let me know.
How far away am I from where Remus is?
Be 5 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, about 35, 40 feet from Remus.
Okay, cool. I'm far enough away then. I'm going to cast I would have seen what Remus was doing and seen some sort of reaction from his psychic daggers, knowing that there's something there.
Yeah, there's a barrier or heightened armor, perhaps.
I'm gonna cast second level. Actually, I'm gonna cast a third level ice knife.
Third level ice knife.
Yeah.
Ice knife. All right. Is that a save on my hit part, or is that an attack roll from you?
It's an attack roll. It says I create a shard of ice and fling it. On a hit,
Okay.
1d10 damage, piercing, hit or miss. The shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it needs to save on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
All right. Make an attack roll to hit.
All right. So let's go
I'll
with
see. You see
8.
spatterings of cobweb. 8. As you throw the dagger, kind of conjuring it and trying to mimic Remus, you throw it in the direction of this hunched sewer king, as you all have been kind of dubbing him, and the dagger overshoots him, flying over his back. As it does, you see the miss quickly pull your hand into a fist, and you see the dagger explode in behind him. As he takes, he failed that saving throw. Roll damage.
2d6. So we've got. Let me pull that up here. 7 cold damage.
Okay. Got it. What else? Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Howard, you're up. Finks, you're on deck. Morgor.
Okay.
Soon.
Let's see. Hold on. Is that 10? 25. All right. I'm gonna move behind Remus if I can, as much as I can.
The
Okay.
mummies haven't done anything at this point. They're just wallowing in the blood, right? Or whatever it is.
Yes, they're rising, and Morgor, you being so close to him, you see these mummies rising, and their wrappings are coated and thick with blood, similar to what you had seen. These individuals look different, though, not specifically who or what you had seen, though. All right.
Cool.
So you're getting 35 feet or 30 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet. So be 10, 20, 30? Wait, hold on.
More diagonal if I can.
Oh, more diagonal? Yeah, here.
Yeah.
We'll see. 10, 20, 30 or 30?
Move one more to the left. I think that is. No, other
You know
side.
what? Hold
At
on,
the
I got an
radius.
idea. I got an idea for this.
Here, I'll do the laser pointer.
Nope. Wait, I don't see it.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I do that
All
right?
right. So
Yeah.
one west then.
There we go.
All right. Cool. And that should be within. Is that within 25 feet or 30 feet of? First of all, do I see what Remus is attacking or no?
Having him throwing a dagger, I'd say yes. You do see
Okay.
where he is.
Then I will try to cast in front of what I perceive as like where he's at, flare. He has to make a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
He's good at those. Constitution. Ooh, not the best though. This one is fail.
Nice. 15. So he becomes dazzled for 1 minute, and his attacks all have disadvantage for the next minute.
Okay, good to know. All right, I'll say, let me just kind of decorate this a little bit more as there's more webbing over here. Spots over there. Okay, you see him currently dazzled, and there are the lights, these glowing yellow images, Remus and Howard, you will see start to appear in front of the hunched individual as he starts to kind of wave his face away from them. They are kind of circling his head, almost as like as a crown shape is circling him and kind of flashing in front of his eyes as it's blinding him. Not bad. Thanks.
All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of a change of plans here. So
Okay.
I'm going to move in like the triangle center position of Howard, Morgor, and Azoth, if I can get there. Somewhere between that triangle of friends.
10, 20, 30 feet, or are you 25?
30.
30? Start
Yeah.
to get close. All right.
That'd be good. So as long as I'm within 30 feet of those three, I'm going to cast the bless spell on them. So the three of you, Remus, sorry, you got to get left out here. Get 1d4 on your attack rolls. And I believe your saves too.
All right. You
So
guys
if you
all
roll your
have
d20,
bless.
Jeff, you add a d4 as well, and that's your to hit or your to save.
Cool. Awesome.
Very nice. There we go, cleric. There we go, cleric. All right. Anything else?
No.
No. All right. Okay. Cool. It is now Morgor. What are you doing?
All right, so we got two mummies here, and then that wizard guy. Did he disappear? Or, oh, he's over
He
here.
is. He had disappeared and done magic and kind of misty stepped away, and his you can see the rest of your party is now attacking in his direction.
Okay, let's see. Am I able to get over there? I have plus 10 to my movement.
Get. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you'd be able to get within melee of him.
All right, I want to. Well, first, I'd like to rage.
Okay, so you start to fall, have the smoke start to billow out as you start to cough up a little bit of ash, and as it starts to pour out, and that dry ice just drift down, cascading down your chest. You can almost feel the burning of the red dragon tattoo, just kind of almost have that raised impression as your body begins to rage and become angered. All right. You running over?
I'm running over.
You run right up on it. You run up the stairs. You're hulking over him. There is a dark gray-skinned elf. Just kind of hunching up and staring at you with his dagger. You see it is dripping now with his green ichor.
All right, and I'm going to attack him. And I want to use a couple charges on my
Oh, okay.
chain axe.
Got it.
All right. So I'm rolling a bunch of stuff here.
All right.
And you
Roll
get that
for an
extra
attack.
Okay. And then
So you roll the attack.
okay. Yep. And then the D4 is added to it.
Yep.
Okay. So 26.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay.
That hits.
Now let's see here. So damage. Plus 4, 12. Plus 2. 14. And then because it's my first attack while I'm raging, I get the plus D6 damage.
That is true. That's accurate. Let's see.
So 18
Total?
total.
Is that with the charges?
Oh no. So I would like to spend 3 charges.
Earn 3 charges. Add that
Yeah.
many additional.
Okay, so 21 then.
So as you come running off, the smoke is billowing. There's almost this trail of just brimstone kind of emanating from him as he's running. The party, you all look at this red dragonborn individual sprint up to this the hunched cloaked figure, pulls out the great axe, and as he pulls it up, swinging for the first cleave, you see him kind of rake his claws down the handle as it brings it down, carving into the shoulder of the cloaked figure. As he eats the damage, he's like, oh! Successful hit, damage is dealt. He looks rocked as he's.
You won't be so lucky again.
So I get a second attack, right? 2
you
attacks per
do.
action.
You do get 2
Okay.
attacks per action.
22.
Yeah, that hits also. That hits.
Okay. Now I. Now it says while I'm raging, the first creature I hit on each of my turns
So
takes
this would be
an
the
extra d6.
this would be the first that first hit was that last one.
Okay.
So you would apply the damage to that.
Okay.
And what are you applying?
Oh, that was just that bonus radiant damage.
Okay.
But so then that, and then do the charges are they still going on this one or no?
The 3 charges have just been burned for that strike.
Okay. So 17 damage on this one.
This one again, you bring down on the second fashion, swinging it around to his rib cage, lodging the axe in, pulling through. You see the dragon teeth carve through his ribs as this open gaping wound. Make a perception check as he snarls at you just angrily as he's kind of grabbing at his side.
14.
You notice that he smells like utter garbage and death and just rotting flesh. And as he looks up at you, you can see his smile has a bit of a fanged look to it in his smile.
Okay.
With 2 of his teeth being right up in front of him.
I think that's all I could do right now, right?
That would bonus action rage attack. Other than backing away and getting out there, that'd be it.
I'm gonna stay in.
Got it. I respect. Okay. It's now the mummy's turns. They're gonna use their, how many feet of movement they have? They have 20 feet of movement. You use half their movement to get out of the pit, and then get 10 feet close to Remus. This one's going to move up, get out of the pit, and move 10 feet over towards Sphinx's direction. Going to use the rest of their... Yeah, they're going to use actually, you're going to burn its action to get full up onto you. It cannot get away though, but you see Sphinx and Remus, you both see these mummies pull out of the pit. The one's hand is just being dragged to its side as it's hunching its way over you. And with the remainder of their turn, they just both get up into your personal space. Top of the round, the individual looks up at you, Morgor, and goes,
"You're strong. You're full of blood. You'll be pleased. You have the blood for 2. You've enough for 2 people, I bet."
As he swings his dagger at you, trying to poke you with it. That's a nat 20. As he stabs you, he does 1 point of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
You added a D4 to saving throws as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
25.
All right. You feel this stick of paralysis start to overcome you, where the dagger grazes on your shoulder plate, and as you start to feel stuck, there's this burning sensation in your arm, almost like it's irritated a sore of like a bug bite, and as you burn, you see the flame, the internal like flame come from you, just push it off.
Hold on, Anthony. Before you go through all that, this is supposed to be a disadvantage from the flare.
That is that strike didn't happen, but there's still a bit of the poison on the tip that drops on your
Yeah.
body. You feel there's a locking motion, and you just kind of brush it off and just. He's gonna bring a second strike at you, Morgor, with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, that is. That'll be a 20 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That hits, and I need you to make another Constitution save for me.
All right.
This time, if you did calculate that 1 point of damage, just add 3 piercing damage onto this one, as he pokes
Okay.
you with this dagger, making contact this time into the wound that he had just grazed and kind of marked. He's now stabbing into your forearm.
So this one I got 16 for the Constitution save.
All right. As you go to pulse your draconic fury into your arm a second time, as you had just previously done, there's a moment that you feel okay, and then your left arm just begins to go numb. Not yet, but your left arm is slightly numb.
Good thing Morgor is right-handed.
Exactly. With that, he is going to use a bonus action to. What's he gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna go and bonus action and Misty step away from you. And 1, 2, 3. He's 30 feet. I'll say you can see to your left, the cloaked individual reappears close to where you had first seen him standing by the altar. And top of the round, Remus, Azoth on deck. What are you doing?
I'm going to, because I believe if I'm counting the tiles right, I can get to him within 30 feet.
20, so it'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can get over to him, but the mummy is right next to you, so the mummy will get a strike.
Bonus action disengage.
You quickly barrel roll out from underneath the mummy and wrap around him. And are you running up on the little individual dude?
Yep, I'm gonna hit him with my rapier.
I'm running right up to him, make an attack roll as you bring down the strike.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Don't fail me now. Dirty 20.
Nice. As you stab him in his left shoulder, where he had previously been hacked at by Morgor's first axe swing, you stick into his shoulder and twist it, deal some damage.
You got 7 damage.
Okay. Not bad.
And that's my turn.
All right. Nice. Okay. Azoth, you're up. Howard on deck, then Finks.
I'm going to stick to the shadows, the perimeter of this chamber, since I don't want to deal with the mummies, and I don't think they've noticed me yet. So I'm just gonna go east and then south towards the actually, yeah, east and then south, just staying as far, like basically pressed up against the wall.
Okay.
You know, kind of just
One-
like sticking that
15
way as
feet.
far as yeah, I can move.
Got 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet over here. Another 10 feet or so.
All right, I'll move. I'll start to move around the corner and head south then.
Okay, I'll say you'd be able to get to around here.
Okay, that
We're gonna
works.
start to proceed down. You have these. This right here is a column of stairs going down. So there are stairs now in front of you. At the top of the stairs, looking down. If you want to go that way in your next turn.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything else, or are you just gonna burn all your? Are you gonna burn your action to double movement?
Can I burn my action for double movement just to stay
Yeah.
and stay in the shadows? Because I do get Mask of the Wild, so I can
Okay.
kind of hide and stay hidden while I'm still in the shadows.
Make a stealth check. So
Okay.
we'll do 10,
18.
30. Okay. Let me see. All right, you're fairly hidden, you feel.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fairly hidden.
Cool.
Okay. Howard, your turn. Finks, you're up on deck. Morgor, lining up.
Okay. I'm going to move backwards 20 feet. And I'm going to wind up almost like a pitcher getting ready. And I'm just going to chuck one Eldritch Blast at the mummy towards Finks.
Got it. Make attack roll.
Yep. That is 14.
I believe that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. That is 13 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And the other Eldritch Blast is going to go towards the other mummy.
Okay, make an attack roll for that one.
All right, and that is 19.
That also hits. Roll damage.
That one not so much. 6 points of damage.
Okay. They look hurt a
And-
little bit.
Mhm.
Anything else you want to do?
That is my turn for right now.
Okay, cool. Thanks. What are you doing? More goes
All
on
right.
deck.
Finks is going to take advantage of the Eldritch Blasts going at the mummy in front of him and bonus action disengage to the west. And then I want to, I'm within 30 feet of both mummies. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. He's going to take out his shield with the inscribing of the moon on it and just kind of, bang at it and do a turn undead. So they must make wisdom saving throws of 14 versus that.
The one next to you does not seem to be affected, but this one, as the pounding of your mace on your shield emanates, there is a running motion that this one begins to kind of turn to be scared of.
Okay, so just a reminder, it will always basically do nothing but run away from me, and then that goes on for 1 minute.
Okay.
And then I want to use my movement to... Can I get closer to that altar? I want to see if there's anything that was left on there. Specifically looking for the book.
I'll say with the remainder of your movement, you can get as close as up to the pit of the pool of blood.
That's fine.
And be able to get around on your next turn.
Okay. Too short, can't see.
You're bright. You're roughly over the pit, but the pit is 20 feet in width around.
Okay.
So you're kind of seeing over it. You're a shorter goblin. I'll let you make a perception check though, to see what you do see.
19 plus 3, 22.
22. You do see there are. So what languages do you? What languages does Sphinx know?
Common and goblin.
There are weird markings and smatters of blood and tufts of fur all over and scattered in remains as this pit has this thick, thick, strandy, stale blood stains, and it doesn't look thin. It's like if you were to like try to swim through this, it'd be like muck to swim through this pit as you're leaning up and looking into it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Morgor.
All right. Am I still raging?
You are still raging.
Well, then I will attack.
All right, give me a moment. Hold on. Where's my? Where the frick are my? There. So you're gonna run over at the shorter dude, or are you running over to a mummy?
Is the short guy still there?
Short guy
At the
is.
bottom of the screen.
Oh, here, hold on.
Despite
Okay.
all his rage, he wants
Right
to
there.
follow the mage.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the little guy.
All right. So you run down over to him. Make an attack roll.
Do we still get that +4 on it,
Yeah.
or the D4?
Yes, you do.
I mean,
Is blessed concentration,
Yes.
or is it just yes? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
18.
Yeah, 18 hits. 18 hits. But
Okay.
hold on. Actually, does 18 hit? Let me see. I can't remember. Do I have this prepared? Yeah. As you bring down the second axe, he raises his left hand up, and this glowing skull in his hand, it starts to emanate a shield-like effect. And as your blade comes down, it bounces off as he goes.
Just a
Okay.
few more rounds of you, and then you'll be down.
I'm gonna attack one more time.
Bring another attack on it.
Uh, 19. Oh wait, I gotta roll the D4. 23.
Yeah, that hits. Bring this one down.
Okay. And forget, do I do the bonus?
You would roll the what bonus? You'd roll the the dice that are next to the sword, next to the great axe. Let me pull up real quick.
Do I get the divine fury while raging the first creature you hit on each of your turns?
Yes.
Okay.
This would technically be the first hit. So as this one breaks down through the shield that he has kind of conjured on his arm, you break through this.
So 12 damage. Sorry, 15.
Okay.
15
All
damage.
right. Not bad. Not bad. Slowly adding him up on this. Is it you come down at his, you bring the first one down on his arm, he blocks this away. You swing your axe over to his side again to mimic the second strike as you had done prior. And as it makes contact, you're him kind of respond in pain as a small kind of gurgling chuckle comes from his throat. You do some damage as you rip the axe out of his side of his body. You see the little tethers of flesh hanging from your axe. Shake it off away. You see it stained in this dark purple, thick, black-looking blood. It's coating it. All right.
All right.
Okay. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Up next is these two. All right. So this one was not affected. You think's running in that direction is going to make him go this way from you. So he's going to go 10, 20. This one is going to turn back and run 20 feet back over to you. And he's going to try and just kind of paw and smack you with his rotting fist. As it is a 15 to hit.
No.
No. He
Back off,
paws
little-
at you, and just you get pounded in the back of your shoulder as this big club of a hand cracks into your back. You kind of look around and glare at him, not taking damage. And as he stares at you, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as his eyes flash.
Does an 11 save?
It just does.
Oh, good.
You feel this curse start to come over your eyes, and you blink and you look down at the symbol of the moon tucked on your one of your necklaces, and it kind of just purifies your vision as you look up at him, unaffected by his gaze.
Can I take out that black dagger and say, "You can't curse me," and then put it back away?
Yeah. You are immune to that glare for the next 24 hours.
Awesome.
And top of the round is this turn. He's gonna look over at you now, Remus.
Go. Bring the bodies to me. I'll line them up. I'll be given much thanks.
As he throws a stab at you. That is a 10 to hit.
Does
No hit.
not hit.
As you duck away, just missing the blade, you've been up close and fighting dagger style, and you quickly just shift off, balance your weight, and reposition yourself as he brings up a second strike at you to kind of stab and jab at you as you had done it to him. Ooh, that was an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Awesome. You take 3 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a
All right.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, geez. 3 damage. Side die. That's gonna be a 15.
There is a moment that as you had bounced back from the first attack and recentered, you had been stabbed right in your right below one of your chest plate armors. As the dagger pulls out, you see it coated with blood, and there's this green slime on it. As you begin to wonder, what the hell? Oh, your chest starts to just begin to grow numb. And breathing slowly becomes a little tighter for you. And with that one, he is going to back out and run away, which would give you opportunity attacks, the both of you.
Oh, yeah.
With the sentinel.
I'll try.
We'll see if it hits.
16?
It just hits this time. His shield,
Woo!
the shield on his shoulder wearing off. He is as you come in and stab him with a sword, you stick him in place, catching his robes and pulling it out and cutting his leg. Deal some damage.
I got 6 damage.
All right. Slowly adding up.
Hit him with it, Morgor.
Top of the round is Remus.
Or
As
does
he's stuck.
does Morgor get an
Morgor's
attack of
reaction.
opportunity?
I'm sorry, Morgor. No, you do get a reaction also.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. As you both just
Am I still raging or no?
yes, you would be
Yeah.
raging still.
Okay. All right. So make an attack roll.
Mhm.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And 16 damage. Sorry, 18. 18 damage.
How do you want to kill him? As you bring in the axe, swinging at him, as his robe and his foot are stuck, jabbed into the ground from Remus. You bring the great axe carved with the teeth of the metallic dragons that you had hunted down and embedded. You bring it up into this small individual's body. What are you doing to finish him off?
I want to slice right through his neck, and as his head comes popping off his body, I want to grab it and take a bite.
All right. So as you have the smoke fuming out of your mouth, swinging it, clink. There is a precise, clean cleave across the neck as the body drops in front of you, Remus, off to the side, still stuck by your rapier. The head is pops up in the air. Morgor, make a dex check as you just go to snatch at it.
Let's see what my 13.
Enough. As the head pops up, you grab it in the backhand. Ugh. Tastes a little like rotting flesh.
It's my favorite.
There's still two vampires. There's
Shout
still
out- Jimmy, he likes it.
all right. That was that turn. Remus, what are you doing on your turn, I guess? As
I'm
there's
gonna-
still there's combat's still happening.
Those mummies don't die with him being dead.
I'm just gonna look at Morgor for a second, and then I'm assuming we have both have some of his blood splattered on us. I'm just gonna smile and nod, and then turn around and go towards Sphinx. With my movement.
You get right up to him, we'll say. Easy
Alright.
enough.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my rapier.
Go for it. The mummy, not
yeah.
Sphinx, right?
Yeah, correct.
Are we?
Not
Are we
Sphinx, I'm gonna
thinking-
hit him.
Remus, is this a flank?
It works for me. It's not like advantage flank, but it's still he's occupied, so I can
He
hit him with
is-
my sneak attack.
Okay.
That is true.
Yeah, frick.
That
As
was
you
very
throw-
misleading. I don't appreciate it.
I want Sphinx to make a dexterity saving throw as a rapier comes out of the back corner of your eye.
Hey,
in the
what's the
direction of
opposite of
you.
frick? I got a 20.
Good.
Can I redirect the rapier into the mummy?
Was it a
Shove
nat 20?
towards him.
Can I fix his arm? No, that way.
Was it a nat 20?
It was a nat 20, 23 total.
Wow.
Nat 20. I'll allow it. As the rapier comes throwing at you, you quickly just elbow palm it, just pop. As the rapier goes right back into the mummy, roll damage.
Amazing.
The D&D gods have had aligned.
Yeah, there's now balanced.
Oh god, that's gonna be 20 damage.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna sneak attack me, Remus? Jeez.
Yeah, it was
What?
coming in as a sneak attack damage. 20 points of damage as you spear it through the mummy's arm. Pull out as the arm just. It looks over at you.
Thanks, Sphinx.
I'm helping.
All right.
You can have
Anything
the
else you want to
D4
do?
next time? Sorry.
No,
Anything you want
that's
to
it
do?
for me. That's it for me.
All right.
I'm more than happy with that.
Azoth, you're on. You're up. Howard, you're on deck. Then
So
Finks.
I see the one mummy in between the two of them. Where's this other mummy at?
It's running.
Across the chamberway, running.
Okay. So I'm going to run towards the mummy that is engaged with Finks and Remus.
15, 25, 30. You get right
Okay.
up on it.
Then I'm going to cast a 3rd level Flame Blade and attack it.
Oh. Okay. So as you pull out a piece of bark that you had found from the Feywild, kind of look, you've been shaping it into the hilt of a sword, possibly to whittle it as a gift for a child or back in the tribe. You realize this is a moment of now or never, and unfortunately, it's no longer a toy. You grab the handle, a blade of flame conjures from it, the fire bending and flickering its way up to form a sword. Make an attack roll with it as you bring it down across the mummy.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. That hits,
Okay.
bud. Yeah.
And then we will get 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Let's see real quick. So you have raked the flame sword across its back as you see it light up and flames. The back is now on fire. It's looking hurt. Looking very hurt. All right, that's your turn.
Yeah, I can't do anything else, right? I can back up a little out of strike range or no?
Back up out of strike range, but it may make an attack at you.
Oh, then I'll be fine then if it's not. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Okay. Howard, you're up. Finks on deck. Morgor. Start thinking of what to do next.
All right. So seeing that they got that one mummy already kind of dealt with, I'm just going to use my movement and my action to get up to the altar
Okay. I'll allow
and
it.
see if there is a no, like up on the altar.
Oh, like on like in the on like the
Like right next to it, not like literally on top, but like right next to it.
so over this the altar that's being read from, or like the stone slabbed altar that's in the pit.
Oh,
There's the sacrifice table and then the like
Sacrifice
prayer.
table, and then there's like the little pit that he was
okay,
reading
never mind.
from.
No. The actual altar where he was reading from.
Okay, let's say what you were right here. So let's see it's a lot easier. This is so 30 feet. 30 feet. You get right up there with your action. I'll allow burn.
Okay.
What are you trying to do while you're there? I'll do a quick.
Look to
check.
see if there's a book or anything.
No book.
No book. Okay.
No book. Empty altar.
Empty.
Or pedestal. Pedestal. It's kind of more like a pedestal altar. You know,
Okay.
where there would be a book be placed, but it is gone. Yeah, guys, we're doing a little bit of longer session. We're having a nice encounter. That's your turn. Finks, you're up.
That's my turn.
On deck.
Can I disengage backwards to get onto those bricks, like kind of like on the rim?
I'll allow it.
And then I'll do a Toll the Dead on the mummy.
Okay.
So they save versus wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh wait, hold on. Were the mummies the guys that shrugged off the Toll the Dead, the necrotic damage? Do you remember? Remember something was immune to it. Oh shoot. All right, I don't remember. I'm not gonna take the chance. I'll do Guiding Bolt instead.
Okay.
Does
I
a
like Guiding Bolt.
13 hit?
Oh, wait, where is this? A 13 does hit as you point at it with your. How are you casting Guiding Bolt on this one? What are you doing?
Just through the wand focus.
Okay.
Nothing special. Just
pull a wand and you start to launch this, and there's like these little discs of quarter crescent moons, just Moon Knight style, and kind of like a batarang Moon Knight disc, just flying and whacking into the mummy. Roll some damage.
12.
As you bring the mummy to its knees, it's looking to be on its last wrap.
Mummy jokes.
All right. Looking hurt. Looking very, very hurt.
Can I use the rest of my movement to get to the other side?
Yeah,
Howard.
you'd be able to get to over the corner, I'd say. Not fully all the way around, because you did have to climb up on it.
Yep.
But
I'll take it.
all right. Morgor, what are you doing?
I'm going to charge that other mummy that's running away.
Oh no, you don't.
All right. As you begin to run towards this mummy, I'll say your left arm is officially numb and it goes limp.
All right.
At this point,
I will.
I'll say, Remus, your breathing begins a little bit tighter, and it's getting kind of hard to stabilize and stand up straight.
I'm going to switch to one of my hand axes.
All right. Grab a hand axe. Make the attack roll with them.
All right. Uh, 14.
That would hit. Roll damage.
$10.
Oh, okay. That does 10 damage. As the mummy is running away, you come running behind it with your left limb, your left arm just dangling. You grab this hand axe that's pouched off to the side of your pouch and just bring it into its back. Pull out. Go for another strike.
Yep. So 18.
That also hits. Bring down for a second strike.
And that's going to be 8 damage.
Okay. This one, you successfully bring 2 strikes into its back, the second one cutting up at its other arm that was dangling, and you slice it off. So it's now just kind of running along without arms.
It's nice.
From you. Anything else? If not, top of the round.
Nope, that's everything.
Nope. All right. This one is going to continue to run through these doors and run into the chamber room in that direction. This one is going to look over at you, Azoth.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yes.
It's currently on fire.
Yes.
Does it take additional fire damage for being currently on fire? And if so, as a reaction, well, go ahead.
I'll say it takes 2 points of fire damage as they kind of begin to lick up the back of it. And it is going to, being in melee, it's just going to swing a strike with its paw at you to kind of club you in the face. That's a miss with a 9. Seeing it swing just wide, missing you, it is going to then stare at you with its eyes glowing bright red. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, close my eyes. No. We'll do.
I'll say with advantage. Oh, I mean,
I'll take a 25.
Yeah. You being used to this glare, kind of take in and kind of shield your eyes a bit. The bit of the glare that just invade your vision sight, you shrug it off. Being used to it, you are resistant to the mummy glare for the next 24 hours.
Cool.
Its turn. It's just going to try and run at Finks at this point. So it's going to move out of your guys' combat.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, this thing is That did not roll a good one. Go for it, both of you, with attack of opportunities.
Can I? This is what I was going to question before. As a cantrip, I have control flame, where I can expand the flame 5 feet in any direction that it has a fuel source. Since the mummy itself, the wrappings is the fuel source, can I engulf him for more flame damage? Like basically, like if you're saying it takes 2 points, if I engulf it like fully because it can go within a 5-foot cube, can I like fully engulf him in flame?
Make a wisdom check. And Remus, please roll your attack as he runs away.
14.
That
21.
hits.
Do we still get the do I get the +4 on that as well or no?
Only for saves, not for checks.
Saves. Not for
only
checks.
for saving, not for checking.
Let me
Okay,
double
for
check
checks.
that though. I thought it was just.
I got a 21.
Okay, I mean, I'll say with the 14, Remus, you stab the mummy as he begins to run away, do damage, as you see him flare up in a ball of flame as the wrappings begin to heat up excessively and catch fire, licking up the body, as he is now looking a little bit like that scene of, he looks like the guy from Anchorman where he's like running, just covered in flames.
I got 10 damage, but because of Sentinel, isn't he just stuck between us now?
Yep, he is now stuck
And
between you.
Where?
I'm fire resistant. It's okay.
I will say roll a d6 for me, Azoth. How much damage you do, Remus?
10.
Okay.
4 for that D6.
How you guys want to finish him with this duo swipe? He had 14 hit points left.
I'm just gonna shout out Toasty. And I'll yell at Remus to get the marshmallows for his rapier.
I'm going to somehow find just a pocket marshmallow in the air, put it on the end of my rapier, and stab through this engulfed mummy. And as his ashes fall through, I pull out my perfectly toasted marshmallow.
Say it's fairly toasted.
I think the
It's
curse
fairly
is setting in.
Which at this point, Remus, your right arm goes limp. Your sword, ding, ding, clink, drops to the ground.
Oh, my marshmallow.
Actually, no, we're not fully out of combat yet, I guess, yeah.
Is it my turn now?
Technically, it would be your turn. So on your turn, you feel your right arm go limp. You drop your sword.
I hurt. My chest and arm. Well, my chest still kind of works. I'm like breathing broken, but my arm stopped working. I'm going to attempt to throw a dagger at the other mummy with my left hand.
Okay.
14.
Surprising, it that does hit. Yes, you offhanded launch a dagger at him running away.
Psychic daggers for the win. 9 damage.
I'm picturing like Ace Ventura 2 where he's numb and he's just like
It's just kind of like
So
it sticks the mummy in the back. It's kind of stumbling its way a little bit.
since my rapier fell out of my hand, I'm going to begrudgingly try and like flick my second psychic dagger at it. Just like whip my arm. So I don't know how you want to call that.
Attack
I would
with
assume
disadvantage.
Yes,
Disadvantage.
okay. As you just see me like, I'm assuming after I throw this, I'm just going to fall onto my good arm and like hit the ground. 12.
Just hit still. There's Morgor, you see a purple dagger of just energy just carve across your vision, and you see it stick in the back of the mummy. You see a second one come flying out of nowhere, stick into it again.
4 damage for that one as I fall to the ground and say, "Someone help me, please."
And as there is a sounding, you hear a second with the mummy dropping, dead.
Nice.
Oh god.
Azoth just shouts down the hall, "Knife to know you."
Can we take away inspiration?
Don't worry.
I still have it. I still have it for a rainy day. From a really bad joke I made weeks ago.
So, what are you guys doing as Remus? You're asking for help. Morgor, you're starting to feel the same numbness come over your right arm.
Can I
What are you guys
medicine
doing?
check Remus?
Run on over, make a medicine check.
While they're doing
That's a
that,
5.
Howard is going to go look at the body of the dude and see if he can find like the book or whatever.
Make an investigation check.
Free stuff.
Looking over Remus, you're kind of patting him, and you're kind of like clapping his face, and kind of like looking in his eyes wide as
Quiet,
as
I'm
you kind
working.
of Remus, you begin to lock up, and you are quiet, unable to speak, as you're paralyzed.
Oh damn it! So like I can't move my other arm or anything else now.
You are laying flat on the ground, paralyzed, looking up.
I try and direct my eyes towards my looking down at my chest, and that's all you see is his eyes center at Finks and then down, and then. But just the eyeballs.
Is
It's
it? Is
creepy
this what
looking.
happened to the? Is this the similar to the curse from last time we fought mummies, or is this different?
Make an insight check as you're trying to look over Remus, and you start to see his body lock up and not know what's going on.
14.
This appears to be something different. He is,
All right.
and as you're looking over him too with the 14, you see this bloody trail coming out from underneath his armor, as there's this green slime dripping out as well.
Oh.
I'm going to use. I'll roll my side die, but I'm going to use my psychic whispers as an action. I got everyone. So I'm just going to be psychically shouting, "The short guy stabbed me with his weird green dagger in the chest. I can't move."
Can I cast Healing Spirit, 3rd level?
Real quick, Jeff, you look like you got like a parrot on your shoulder.
That's a kitty.
I do.
Yeah.
Here, let me pull up Healing Spirit. Let me double check this. Jeff, what are you doing as your arms go limp?
Getting angry.
So you start getting angry.
Raging himself to knock out.
You hear a voice in your head start screaming at you that he got stabbed by the short little guy.
The voice is saying that.
It's Remus's
my
voice
voice.
is shouting it in your head.
Oh,
You can still move. You are not fully paralyzed, but your arms are just dead armed. You cannot move your
I'm
arms.
sorry.
You are Ace Ventura of
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to get mad and start flailing my arms around.
Howard, is there a antidote or something on the corpse?
I rolled a 16 investigation, so looking for a book, the dagger that Remus mentioned, any kind of antidote that Finks is asking about.
Okay, everyone, one moment, just reading a spell.
No, right now.
I still have 2 of those red potions that we found in his
Possibly.
lab.
If you want, Azoth, make a wisdom check. If this would work.
All right. 21.
It's worth a shot. You don't know for
I'll-
sure.
I'll cast the
Specifically.
3rd level healing spirit then.
All right. So as you are, who are you healing? Remus first.
Oh, I'm actually going to cast it in the space where Remus is, and I'm going to tell Morgor to come into this area because my spirit healer is going to be I don't know, looks like a transparent moon fairy, I guess. So to come into the so just to come into this area where the fairy is at to be healed, hopefully.
All right.
Okay, I go into the circle.
All right. As this is happening, Howard, what was your investigation check?
16.
16. And you're looking over the body. What are you specifically looking for?
Was looking for the book, but then also the dagger that Remus mentioned and any kind of antidote or anything that Finks might have been asking about.
Okay. Your roll. You do find the dagger. You see it is coated and almost like it's oozing this green slime coming from it. You see on the handle there appears to be a vial that has been inserted and slipped into the handle. So almost like on the blade, like where you'd grab it, there's almost there's like a little pocket about the size of a flash drive that you would plug into the handle that it would feed and fill whatever this ooze was. That it is still kind of seeping out. It is this slimy green. Looking over his body, you don't find anything that's specifically antidotes. You find 2 more vials of this green ooze. There are 2 vials of red liquid. There are scrawled notes with very poor writing skill. It's just scrawled in Eyes of the Rune Keeper, broken language because it's not specifically written in a perfect language. So it's kind of broken. Is paralyze the victims, siphon the blood, wait till he comes. Is what you get from this. And it's more of like a checklist of what he's got to do.
Okay.
It's kind of just he has to keep himself in track.
I'm gonna yell out to Finks, no antidote over here. But we need to drain his blood.
Okay.
That's what and then I'm gonna hold up the notes. That's what this thing says.
Okay.
All right.
Why do we have to drain his blood?
I don't know. That's what the little dude wrote. Paralyze the victims, drain their blood, wait for whoever to show up.
That gives Finks an idea. Maybe we can ambush. And Finks knows how to look like this little man.
Azoth.
That'd be good.
As you are waiting for this, as you are sitting down, kind of conducting and summoning this moon spectral fairy to appear and start to play this enchanting lullaby of this little wondrous Fey music that is reminiscing of those festive evenings back with your tribe. This healing force emanates from within it, and as Finks and Morgor, you do heal up your hit points as you should. You are unable to move. Still. Remus, you are paralyzed. At this point, Morgor, would you be sitting down next to Remus and kind of in the circle, or would you be standing?
I'd be standing.
There's a moment that as you're standing, you find the feeling that you are unable to sit or move. And you being such heavy weighted, it's very stoic of you just standing and just paralyzed in place.
Don't do what that stupid book says. Just give me some sort of red vial like you did Howard when he passed out, and
Quiet
let
voice
me
in my
move
head.
again.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna give Finks one red vial to give to Remus, and I'm gonna go over to Morgor, and I'm going to try to attempt to pour the other red vial down his
All right.
gullet.
I will follow suit as well.
Okay.
And
Uh,
I guess anybody who's coming into this circle now will also be healing.
Oh,
yes.
Sweet.
By the way, their hit points at least.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm also gonna like pocket the green vials carefully, if I can.
Make a sleight of hand check as you start to pocket them.
I'm not being stealthy about it. I'm like just putting them.
I'm sorry. Sleight of hand for the delicateness
Gotcha. Okay.
is your vial that has some kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Is this stuff I threw at a Salander? Hit him in the face.
Yeah, he was really good looking until then. Sleight of hands. I rolled a 19 plus 2, 21.
As you are carefully sliding it into your coat pocket, there's a bit of a cut on your hand that you didn't realize. And as it's healing up, there's a bit of a film on the glass container lid that you had not noticed. And as you do pocket it gently, you feel a numb. You feel like the prickled finger, pins and needles on your thumb, as your right hand begins to kind of go numb.
Oh wow. Okay. He's gonna look up for your service, and he's gonna take out his knife and try to cut off his hand.
Make a strength check followed by a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Strength check. 8. Constitution. This is gonna be very painful. Constitution saving.
Don't forget your D4.
Oh yeah, thanks. 14.
You don't have a strong arm, and as you feel the strength falling from your kind of starting to kind of numb the rest of your hand, you hesitate. You go into it, and as you start to cut through, there's a moment that you don't know if you can finish this, and you're looking over at your friends for their kind of this strength, and you're not finding it. And you look down at your cloak, and you just see yellow instead of seeing red. You start to see yellow and finish it off. It hurts like hell. Make a perception check to see if you feel the numbing continue up your arm.
Natural 20. So 24 total.
You do not feel the numbing as it had stopped mid-hand and not reached your wrist. Okay.
Can I pick up Howard's hand and cast Spare the Dying on it? I don't know if it's like putting the tooth in the milk. I
Sure.
don't know if that's a thing. Keep it
rocks.
alive.
Gonna be
Yes.
holding my stump as well too to like keep me from bleeding out if I can.
Just stick it in the healing circle.
And
Oh, actually, yeah. Can I get my hand back real quick? It's like
yeah, I mean, at this point,
We're like,
I rolled
got my thing.
all
hold
for
it,
all my
and it
turns.
goes
I
in the
rolled all
circle.
the healing, and it's a total of 31 points to everybody who's in the circle by the time it's all said and done.
Nice.
okay, 31 hit points. Howard, so are you reattaching the arm then?
With mending.
Actually,
Or the
hold
hand?
on. Not yet.
No, I know.
Not yet. Actually, I'm gonna have Azoth quickly. You can do fire thingy, right?
Yeah.
Cauterize me.
All right, I'll use my spell slot for level 1.
I'm gonna like hold on to something and like bite something.
Yeah,
This is gonna hurt.
second level flame blade, and I'll cauterize his wound for him.
All right.
Won't even think twice. I'll just
Your arm is cauterized nub.
Mhm.
You're holding you have the hand off to the side.
I'm still holding the hand because I feel like the slime is still in there. So if I attach it, it's gonna basically re-go back through my body again. So until I can drain it.
And we'll pick up there next week, guys. I'll see what happens. As I make a note for myself to let me know who's currently paralyzed.
Lost left hand. God damn it.
Ditch it back on upside down. Oops.
Gonna find you a
Like that-
magic robot hand.
It's like that scene in
Ooh.
Goonies
Hey.
with the
Yes.
statue.
Oh man. Well, guys, thank you all. Thank you, everyone, all of our viewers watching still. Oh my God, thank you so much. Let me do shout outs to who's currently viewing. I got the viewers. Can I see them? How do I view?
I can. We got a 2020 BlackRock
2020.
Joe, Comet Tunes, Commander Root, DCT Industries, FRW33D Girly. I can't control it. Shadowy _ sticks, streamers _ area, and Yosefsa 7.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching in. If you've been catching us on Facebook, you guys are awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please do check out us over on our Facebook page, Podcasters Tabletop Gaming, on Instagram, Podcasters _ Tabletop Gaming. If you haven't yet, please hit follow on our Twitch page. So you know that when we go live, it'll announce, and then you can make sure you're here next week in time, as we will be doing another giveaway next week, as we see what Morgor has in store for the party as they work through this bit of paralyzation, bit of paralysis. Please make sure you do hit follow, like, subscribe. If you're tuning in and listening to us, thank you so much. I agree. I love everyone that's listening. It's crazy that people will listen to us play D&D. But I'll say, if you're free Sunday nights, we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our Twitch, Podcasters _ make sure you head on over, follow. When we hit 50, we're gonna be doing a big giveaway. When we get those 50 50 followers on Twitch, we're gonna do a giveaway for the starter kit of the Minds of Fandelver from DCT Industries. And Jeff, thank you. We'll make sure we do give that away to one of the listeners that is watching in live. So please make sure that if you're watching in, you get to hit follow and catch us here next week. Who knows, if we hit 50, we'll be doing a giveaway next week. You could be here for it. Apart from checking us out and watching us on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook Live, please make sure you head on over to the network at bicbp-radio.com. We got podcasts for everyone as well. There's a lot of great content creators out there, a lot more in the works. I'm also on a show called Chris and Anthony, Just Can't Stop. Check it out. My co-host, Chris Chavez. Got a lot of fun projects in the works. It's a zany show where we talk about kind of anything and everything, and you're going to enjoy it. I do know that for a fact. You'll love Chris and Anthony, especially if you like us. That's enough of me. Jeff, please let everyone know where they can find you at, how they can subscribe and follow DCT Industries.
The best place to follow us right now is our Facebook, DCT Industries Tabletop Gaming. I've been posting on there a little bit more recently. There'll be more posts coming this week. And keep an eye out for Kaimon coming later this year. And I just want to say thanks for having me on the show, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff, for jumping in. We're going to see where the party takes you next week. I didn't plan for you to be paralyzed, but hey, it's kind of something.
Hey,
it's what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's all good. You nat 20 me. So, yeah, it's coming. Next player up, we're gonna say Danny. Let everyone know. Good people.
You can follow me, Danny Chavez, on Instagram and Facebook, Ratfink Arts, RATPHINC Arts. You can follow Howard, our beloved warlock, who now only can swim in circles, at Twitter at PodcastersH. Go follow him out. Like I like to tweet throughout the week and sometimes during game night. So go check him out.
Awesome. Finks.
All right. You guys can find Finks on Twitter at PodcastersFinks. You can follow me on Instagram at Phoenix Forged. We will be painting some Kaimon eventually. I have one right here. Cool, you can't really see. It's in white, but I'll be painting it up in a little bit. I got a couple more. I actually got that dragon, but he's still supported. He looks a little weird. I gotta fix this print. But yeah, I'll be painting some Kaimon with Jeff soon. So keep an eye out for those. I don't think we really have any particular color palettes in mind, so we might be getting weird with some stuff. So you'll be seeing that. Kaimon's more paint what you want, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
They
no
look
like
how you want it
set-
to look. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be having fun with those.
All right. Azoth.
You can follow Azoth and his quips on Twitter at Podcasters Azoth, and follow me on all other forms of social media at the Mark716.
The Mark 716. All right. And last but not least, Remus.
Remus and he's paralyzed. I'm Ricky Coates. I play Remus on Podcasters. You can follow Remus on Twitter at Podcasters Remus. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I guess if you want to find me on Facebook, I don't know, Instagram and Twitter at Rick_Coates. What else do I have? I've got news with Keep Flying coming up this week. I believe something this week is happening with the second pressing of the Survival EP for vinyl, so keep on the lookout for that. And actually, there's other stuff coming up down the road, which excites me to hear that things are potentially happening again for later in the year. So keep on the lookout, and thank you for listening and/or watching. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, please make sure you do head on over, support our players as well as our guest Jeff and their endeavors through their bands, through their art. Make sure you hit subscribe to all of them. Make sure you hit subscribe here. Make sure you hit subscribe at DCT Industries. And oh wait, get your D20s because keep rolling. It's a D20. That 20. Oh, wait, that is not a dice.
What is that? A chicken nugget?
That is a chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a Kaimon?
Like